comrades, today is July 31, 2025, and the current time is 8:18 p.m. As part of our new Comrade Home Security Initiative, all comrades are to report to their Armentum liaison to receive a set of Institute-approved bolt-action rifles for home self-defense for the entire family. Please be sure to put in your request early to have the best pick of the selection available. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Hey, gamers. Oh, let me put the game on the screen. I think I forgot to actually hook it in. Let me do this. It's been a while since I've played HOI4, so we're gonna learn how to play this game again together. It has been a hot minute. And yes, we're playing terrible anime mods because at this point, why not? Okay. At this point, we're just gonna do whatever I want to do. That's why we're doing this. It's gonna be fun, I promise. Also, hello, comments. How are all of you doing? Hello, Ranu and Flaming and Havel and Zeoposer and Marksman. Gress the Marksman being first. Also, hello, Blietman on the red side over there, who's hanging on the other channel. Anyways, hey, remember HOI4, the game that I used to stream a lot of back in the day that I don't stream as much anymore? I think it's time to play some HOI4 again. Because there is actually a decent amount of people who watched me for playing HOI4, so I guess I should at least appease them by actually playing HOI4. So, one thing to note, we're playing a mod. So, let me say real quick. I have not played HOI4. I played it like once after the Graveyard of Empires DLC dropped, and I basically never touched it again. Because I hated that DLC so much, it actually turned me off of playing HOI4 for a very long time. There was a lot of updates over time, and I know they've been trying to do like more. They're trying to show off like how they're changing, you know, the dynamics of like factions and how ocean combat works and all those other patches that came out after that. I don't know how any of that stuff works. I'm not gonna lie. I legitimately have no idea how any of those changes operate. We're just going in. Okay, so what was so bad about Graveyard of Empires? Basically, Graveyard of Empires was a DLC that came out, and it sucked. The main issue was that when it came out, it promised a bunch of DLC paths for areas in the Middle East here, which has been kind of taken over. But basically, like, you'd have a tree for Afghanistan, one for Iran. What was the other one that got a focus tree in that one? I think India got an update also, and some other ones. So that was kind of my biggest issue with it. Like, the DLCs were like the focus trees were broken, or they were buggy, or they were completely nonsensical in terms of flavor. So that's why I had issues with it, and I just didn't enjoy playing it. Friends said Japan is getting a DLC or some update supposedly. I would not be surprised. I know the biggest complaint right now in HOI4 is that the Asia tree needs to be updated because a lot of their trees just are very bland and boring. Anyways, we're playing a cool mod called Last Stand of Freedom, but it's actually a sub-mod of another mod. Basically, the original mod is just kind of basic, so someone took that mod, took this core concept, and made their own version of it. And now we have a mod known as Defying the Axis, A Last Stand of Freedom. What is this mod about? Well, it's America versus the entire fascist country Axis powers, because they have all unified together. Also, I'm going to switch to the other model for this stream. We're going to switch to... we're going to become low res for this stream. Hey gamers. I'm not going to be that big, though. Let's be like this size is probably fine. So that's essentially what we're doing today. It's been a while since I played HOI4, I'm not gonna lie. It's been like a very long time, so I'm gonna hope I remember how to play this game. Anyways, we're gonna play as the US, because that's how it is, and we're gonna turn on historical AI focuses, and you'll understand what happens soon. And we'll explore what is going on in the world. However, we have to read this dramatically. Let's see. Do I want to put on like a filter for this? Here we go.
The Japanese struck a few weeks ago, overrunning the Philippines and the Pacific Islands. The Navy attempted to fight them off, but crippled by the attack on Pearl Harbor, it soon saw the entire Pacific Fleet sent to the bottom. In the Atlantic, the Germans and the Italians lured the fleet to Bermuda, where what should have been a routine standoff escalated into a battle that saw only a handful of ships escape. We were able to fight off an attempt at the Panama Canal, but we lost everywhere else. Since then, we've been hunkering down, attempting to mobilize as many men as possible in preparation for the inevitable. Today is the day we have been dreading, as an omnipresent sight of Axis ships on the horizon gave way to more and more landing craft. The Italians landed in Florida, the Germans in Boston and Halifax, and the Japanese in California. Despite the best efforts of our men, their firepower was simply too much, and we were forced to retreat. Now the Axis are on American soil. We don't know if we can stop them, but that doesn't mean we won't try, and we will fight from every blade of grass. Alright, I don't know if I said that correctly.
After school, well, thank you, Vale. Thank you very much. Alright, so that's the general gist of this run. Basically, it's an end siege scenario where the United States, let me make sure this is all correct, final battle. Okay. The United States is under attack by the Axis powers. We have absorbed Canada, because otherwise the Canadians would die. And Mexico and the rest of South America is kind of doing their own thing. But you can see, like, it's basically all flipped to fascist powers. Britain and Ireland, obviously, like German Ireland, the German Protectorate of Great Britain, the Reich, Vichy France, Nationalist Spain, Italy. I guess these things. I guess Slovakia is allowed to exist for some reason, but as an Axis power. Romania, Hungary, Croatia, Serbia, whatever. And obviously you can see that the entirety of the Soviet Union was kind of disposed, and now you have the East Siberian Army, which is also a fascist country. And you also have Japan, who's defeated China, and, you know, Mongolia. And you have, like, I guess, New Mongol Empire, the Neo-Chagatai Khanate, and the Tibetan Empire, and you have India, which has also turned fascist with Free India. And obviously you have the Japanese, Philippines, Australia, all that other stuff in the south. And I believe we do not... Yeah, we lost all the Pacific holdings and Hawaii. And that's basically it. So one thing to note is that in this run, we are at 19... We're barely at 1936 technology. We have, I think, 39 technology is what we have. The enemy is going to be way more ahead of us in everything. It's going to be rough. I have not done a test run of this mod. I am literally going into this mostly blind, and I'm hoping that I can just succeed off of my own dubious skill level. Okay, so what is the current situation in America? Well, over here in Nova Scotia, the Germans have landed, and they are getting ready to try to push their way into New Brunswick. Down here, the Germans have landed and taken over Boston. Boston? I don't know how they say it over there. Good luck, thank you. I will do my best. We also have the Italians who have landed in Florida. God save their souls, because they're never getting out of Florida. They have taken whatever this tile is in Florida, and they've taken Miami, unfortunately for them. Also, they've taken the Bahamas and all these other, like, small islands. Cuba doesn't matter. Obviously Mexico's safe, but over here in the west, the Japanese have taken over San Francisco and Los Angeles, and also Haida Gui, which what is this? Oh my god, I'm like hearing like weird anime sounds. I'm like, what is that coming from? It's a miracle they got to Florida in the first place. It is a miracle. I have some Girls on Panzer music, so if we start hearing anime voices, that's probably what's causing it. So anyways, that's the situation at hand. Basically, we need to stabilize. Now, the way this works is that the Axis powers all have this crazy buff for 60 in-game days, for 6 months, called the Final Battle. The invasion of the United States has been the result of months of planning and systematic scouting out of enemy positions. Our fleets are in position and zoned in, and our planes are fueled and ready. Our men are rested and motivated. The United States will fall, and then nothing will be able to oppose our new order. So for 6 months, all the Axis powers get 30% org, minus 15% consumption, bonus to port strikes, reduction in terrain penalty, and they get an attack and defense bonus of 30 and 50% respectively, and they get a extremely high breakthrough bonus. Basically, we're screwed. I am using... I believe I'm using Anime World is the anime portrait mod I'm using. Yeah, I think it's Anime World. Anyways, our situation is dire. We don't have technology. We don't have people. There's FDR themselves. Oh, we start in the middle of a focus known as emergency mobilization, which is going to flip us immediately to extensive conscription and total mobilization. And also give us a whole bunch of buffs like Homeland Defense Emergency Act, which is going to improve our mobilization speed by double, so we can quickly send out as many troops as we can to help shore up the defenses. Because right now we're still suffering from things like the New Deal and slow economic growth, which is killing a lot of our stuff. So it's going to be really rough, and we're basically kind of boned here. So let's figure out how we're going to do this. Okay, let's do the initial setup. Also, I want to play some dramatic music. Let's do... Okay, maybe not that cinematic concert album. I think I know that's where the talking stuff is happening from. Okay, maybe not that one. Let's listen to Battle Hymn of the Republic. Hello, Steve. How are you doing, comrade? And thank you, Svale, for the sub on YouTube. All right. So, okay, so first of all, we're gonna have to figure out our armies real quick. Okay, those are some strange anime noises. All right. So let's organize the army as best as we can. So let's set up over here. I don't think there's a way that I'm gonna be able to kick them out of Bolston. Also, why can't I see the enemy divisions? What happened? Wait, do they not have any divisions on Boston? I thought I saw some earlier. Oh, I guess there's none. Okay. Quickly get these guys situated. Yes, this is another strategy game. No more. This is Hearts of Iron 4. Okay, hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have these three. We're gonna set up a line around the river. Mostly because I don't actually know if the Germans are gonna land there quickly, and I need to make sure I have at least some defenses ready to go. So if I can hold this riverfront, I think that'd be fine. And then I want these 4 on the Bostonian. Why can't I draw a front line on Boston? Can I not draw a front line on Boston? That's really odd. Okay. Yes, it's about war, yeah. It's World War II. Got some work. Now I'll be back there. Alright, sounds good. I can't seem to draw a front line there, so we'll fall back around Boston. If we can take Boston at the beginning and maybe deny them that landing port, that'd be good, but I expect them to just quickly land. We'll also commit this one here. And eventually we'll have to hold everything else, so let's just grab everything. Alright, we got a good amount down here by Atlanta, but the main issue is a lot of these are citizens' militias, which are very, very bad. So... yeah, help me with the algorithm. I appreciate it whenever people have that open. Okay, so the militia, we're gonna give them a basic rifle icon, the garrison brigade. Basically, I know that these are the really garbage like this. This is 3 with NGs. This is 8-0. Infantry are 9 NG arty. Nat guards are 12. And okay, so Nat guards are basically bigger than the infantry divisions, but I think. Okay. We'll use the rook icon for that so I can identify them. Hello, Mr. Overheat. Oh my gosh. We're basically, the first half hour is probably going to be me figuring out how I'm going to defend against this. Oh, great! Alright, so we're going to divide... Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to divide our field marshals into 3 distinct fronts, okay? We're going to have the Eastern Theater, or the Western Theater. We're going to have this, the Southern Theater, and we're gonna have the Northern Theater. Okay, I think that's gonna be the best way to do it. So, for example, I know all 3 of these belong to... oh gosh, I don't have enough field commanders for this. All right, we're gonna split this into East and West. I'm gonna give Eisenhower command of East, and then we're gonna give... and then we're gonna give MacArthur command of West. And I don't know how I'm gonna defend this. Like, that's really the problem. I'm like, the more I look at this, the more of a nightmare this seems. Deploying a division also, like, let's see here. We have guns, but we don't have planes. We're incredibly short on those. We have Jimmy Doolittle as our officer giving us bomber bonuses, but that's not really helpful right now. Now let's quickly do research. So I'm I want to grab... I think we need to quickly grab weapon upgrades. Well, the thing is, the enemy is going to constantly send invasions after us. We have to hold at least 6 months, because eventually, if we can hold out enough, these will give us insane buffs, right? Like fortify Washington, evacuate the industries, unleash the floodgates, which will give us a huge amount of buffs, and remove at least our massive penalties, and then eventually slowly start to develop until we can hold the line. This is really a test to see if I remember how to play HOI4 correctly, which is incredibly questionable. But I wanted to do a defense scenario, because I do enjoy defense scenarios in HOI4 a lot, and I figured, okay, this is fine. Quickly grab weapon upgrade. I think we have to go get construction 4, and I think we can skip research for now. Let's get the artillery upgrade. I think we're gonna have to just hold around the Rust Belt, so I think we're gonna use Chicago as our central factory of the nation, and that's probably the best thing to do. That's where we're gonna just slam out everything. We don't need civies, we need mills, and we're gonna reinvigorate the American economy. Yeah, we're gonna reinvigorate the American economy by slamming down a bajillion factories here. Okay. Actually, no, hold on. I don't need that many. Actually, what I also want to do, hold up. In case they break out of Boston, I think it'd actually benefit me to set up forts here. So let's slam these to the front. Where else could I realistically build, like, draw lines? They've only landed in Boston. The Italians already have Florida, and there's probably too many. Maybe I just sacrifice all of Florida, or I could try to hold the port. I think realistically it's safer to just pull back and defend Georgia. We could set up like a fort line. What about Cali? What are we going to do about Cali? The main issue is that we don't have many troops on the Californian border, which is concerning. Alright, so I'm gonna grab... Okay, so these guys are already assigned. Let's let the Alaskan ones stay there for now. Okay, so these 3 will be on their own, and I want them to form... Yeah, so I can't actually draw a line here. Oh, am I not at war? No, I am at war with them. Okay, so I think what I have to do for San Fran is I just have to not let them pass the river. We have to hold that. And then... the remainder, I think we're just gonna try to fall. We'll just try to create a fallback line like around the. We'll try to hold San Diego. I think holding San Diego would be ideal. We'll try to do a containment thing. Oh, it's gonna be tough. Okay. I don't know. The more I look at this, the more I'm like, I'm probably boned. Our dockyards. Okay, we're just gonna quickly slam out the remainder of these ships and. Look at all these, like, in-progress ships that kind of suck. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh, gosh, we have 13 military factories. No wonder we're gonna die. Alright. We do need a scientist, so we need... I don't think I need to care about these right now. Okay. So let's figure out the southern coast here. So I think we just let the Italians land. I think we'll try to hold them off if we can, but it's not my biggest priority. Perhaps we do try to hold the airport to because they don't have an airport yet, and that'd probably be a good idea to minimize. And then these parts. No, I think it's because lore-wise, what happens is that we just never bothered. The Americans have basically were in their isolationist phase, and they didn't bother to, you know, set up their military or anything. That's kind of why we're in such a bad position. Okay. Let's see here. I will drink. Don't worry, Havel. I have water. All right, how do we do this? Okay. We're gonna have to pick our advisors. So we already have political power gain. We could get Suisse, who gives us minus 15% consumer goods factory usage. Yeah, it's an extremely stupid USA. That's kind of the main issue. But we'll do our best. America stands strong, right? We're gonna take War Industrialist, Henry, Stimson. I think that's the one we're gonna get. And we're just gonna grab as much infantry buffs as we can. So, normally, I would take Eisenhower or MacArthur. But I think in this scenario, because we're so desperate to get bodies out, we're gonna take George Marshall to give us that 10% training time. We're also gonna grab Infantry Expert and... I don't think I need Jimmy Doolittle, but none of these are super exciting. I think I take Joseph Stilwell for the logistics buff. I think that might be okay. And then it's not worth doing this. We're gonna switch to super economy in about 6 days. So I think we take the financial expert, which will reduce our factories. In theory, okay, I guess not. Okay. What are we thinking? Does this seem like it could work? Let's get these guys over here. And then those guys are gonna go over there quickly to that coast. We'll leave the center. I'm just gonna leave these as like flex units until I can figure out what I'm gonna do with them. Really, the main issue is holding here. I think holding New Brunswick's gonna be really tough, if not straight up lethal. So if we lose New Brunswick, maybe I set up an additional backline here, and we just slap down as many forts as possible while this group holds. I think that might be what I have to do. I think 4 can hold, but I think we also need to just, you know, prepare for any eventuality. So we'll assign the stack here. We'll also slam down a couple forts. And, you know, every fort helps. This music is so nice. I'm telling you right now, Girls und Panzer has one of the best, like, sweeping orchestra tracks I've ever listened to. I love it. Alright. Alright, here we go. Let's slam out. I don't think we can afford that many. We'll slam this much out. Yes, if the US slept to 1942, that's very accurate. Alright, let's recruit I want a ground specialist. Okay, and then we need to grab a air specialist, so we'll grab you. And then we need a naval specialist, so we'll grab you. And then we don't even have an agency. Oh my gosh, do we get an agency out of any of these? Hold on. Okay, so you do get an agency if you go with the green department, which we're not gonna do right now. So we're gonna ignore that. Oh, we gotta sort through the Navy too. Oh my gosh. Alright, God, I don't know how to play the Navy game, so we're gonna just see what we have access to. Where's our Navy? Alright, this is our entire fleet. We have 59 ships. Scattered, basically everywhere. Which is not ideal. We have the Atlantic Fleet, which is 1 carrier, 3 destroyers, 5 cruisers, and 16... Okay, so we have 1 carrier, 3 battleships, 5 cruisers, and 16 destroyers, which is not ideal. We have a destroyer squadron also located in New York. This one is in PA, this one is in PA, and this one is in... Okay, so basically we have not a lot. So I'm going to merge these fleets together. And then just pick research, assign front lines, and you ball. I wish I would normally just ball, but I think in this run I actually have to plan this out. We'll set this to convoy raid just to try to delay them as much as possible. So we'll set around here. And then the other fleet, we'll set them to... I don't even know. I don't want them to fight because they're going to die. Screw it. We ball. Alright. This fleet is led by Nimitz. Nimitz will lead us to victory, I'm sure. Okay, where's my Air Force? What do I have? Okay, so I have everything scattered about. I think I'm going to focus primarily on the northern front. So we're going to get everything over there. I'm going to go with the assumption that the Italians are dumb and they're not going to go super hard. Okay, those are carriers. God, that's all my Air Force. Oh, I guess here too. Stay in California. And then the other batch here, once they land, I want them on the Maritimes. Focusing on the same thing. Alright. Let's assign generals. Okay. You are gonna... Okay, so this one is a lot of infantry. You're gonna be led by Omar Bradley. And then this one's gonna be led by Mark Clark. And this one's gonna be led by... Lucian Truscott. Alright, over here, we got... We're gonna hold Patton until I get my tank divisions going. Courtney Hodge, and... Let's see. You're an army officer. Yeah, Walter Kruger, and over here... You look cool. Alright. This is a mess. If I succeed, I will genuinely be surprised. I need a new field command. I need to promote a new person. I don't have enough Fear Mana to do so. Okay. I think this is the best we're gonna do. Let's save before this goes off, I think. Where is these planes? It's not assigned anywhere? Oh, these are logistic bombers. Oh, whatever. Alright. You ready? We haven't played HOI4 in a while, so I'm excited to see if I can even accomplish this. Realistically, I'm probably gonna fail. But, you know what? At least I can say that I tried. And if HOI4 goes completely sideways, well, there's always I can always switch to other games. I don't think it's a pony. No, it's like a faceless anime girl. Alright. Let's set to 1x speed. Okay, so there's a bunch of random wars in South America that I don't really care about. Okay, we need to get people moved ASAP. The Japanese, oh, they're moving. The middle. The field marshal? Or this one? No. I think she has like headset on. That it's a headset. Oh yeah, they're not gonna hold that very long. All right, that's fine. Let's quickly. I think we can quickly grab Boston. I don't think the Germans have landed there. They're staying all in. Oh gosh, yeah, it's gonna be rough. Hopefully we can quickly move. Okay, so I need this batch here to rapid redeploy. So far so good. We're holding. The Italians are beginning to spread like a disease. I don't think she's a pony. It's hard to tell. The portrait's really small. Oh boy, yeah, they're spreading. Oh, yeah, it might be the anime nose shape. Yeah, that could be the thing too. All right, let's see. Can we hold? Can America survive? All right, what else we need to do here? Okay, so these divisions. I think we're gonna. Oh, here we go. After establishing a foothold on the American mainland, the Japanese forces have converged on Los Angeles and routed the city's defenders. Okay, that's fine. We already knew that was happening. We already knew that we lost. I think these divisions are gonna have to hold the port. I want to deny them a port as long as possible. Yeah, I want to deny the port quick as long as I can. All right. Let's also make sure we're recruiting. We are, but it's gonna take a while. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it would take until September. Oh no. The okay, so the German Reich hasn't actually declared on us, which is really funny. Wait, did I take Boston? Oh no. Oh, never mind, there's the Boston. Okay, they're back. Okay. The problem is I can't see how many troops they have, which is a bit annoying. These guys are holding as long as they can. Mark W. Clark does have air support. Erwin Rommel does not have air superiority. We are holding as long as we can, but I'm not sure how long that militia can hold that strait or that small land bridge. I may pull a few more citizens militia over there. Maybe they could provide just enough assistance. All right, let's speed up a little bit. We'll go to speed 3. Okay, the German Reich is called Bulgaria and a bunch of other people as our enemy. Ah, we were not fast enough to contain the breach. Okay, I think we need to redraw this line. I don't think this is gonna work. Let's see here. Can I also promote someone to... I need to promote someone. It costs 20. Okay. We're gonna promote... I'm gonna promote Patton to being a field marshal. I think Patton as a field marshal makes the most logical sense. Yeah, and if we can get defensive doctrine on people, that'd be great, but I don't know if we can. We're also stupid short on guns, FYI. Oh my gosh, yeah, that militia's just getting deleted. I don't know if we can hold that. I think we just retreat to the mountains. Yeah, they're gonna aggressively push. Okay. We're gonna redo this. Since I don't think we can hold that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna redraw our fallback into the mountains and see if we can hold there for now. San Diego's definitely lost. I don't think we can protect San Diego. San Diego will fall in 1942. A few days after the invasion, the Japanese rapidly launched an attack. Alright, there we go. I think they're starting to stall. Let's just quickly get into position. Just try to hold what we can. Alright, emergency mobilization is complete. Fantastic. So, that gave us a huge number of buffs, namely extensive conscription and total mobilization. Let's see here. So, we also get 100% mobilization speed, which is fine. We need something to decrease training time. We also got a new deal removed. Let's fortify Washington. So we're gonna now fortify our capital best as we can. In fact, we're gonna move some of these troops over. Actually, I didn't do that earlier, but I think we do need to move them. Oh my goodness, they're still holding. They're still holding. All right. Okay, so the annoying thing down here is that the Italian line. Wait, what happened? Why did my borders get removed? Oh shoot. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna force a group here, but I don't want them to assault. I want them to stop. We're just gonna hold the line. Okay, and then I want everyone on this defensive line here. Everyone else is doing what they can. Okay. Basically, the German Reich has called in every single nation that they have under their control, which is not good for us. Okay, so I knew we were gonna lose this, but that's fine. I was expecting to lose Florida, but if I can hold them in these 3 tiles, I think we'll be okay. Boston is locked in and locked down. We have forts everywhere along that river. I don't think they're gonna hold this that long, which is a problem. I'm gonna allocate this batch over here to the Californian front. Actually, hold on. You see what I'm seeing? Opportunity. I'm seeing opportunity because the enemy has left a tile, which is weirdly enough allows us to kind of just walk in there and take it for ourselves. So I'm not saying we can possibly snake LA from under them, but there's a chance we might be able to. Oh, I think our fleets are getting clapped. Oh, look at all those destroyers protecting their fleet. Obnoxious. The Germans need to stop. I know this is not the normal map painter run, but I thought this would be at least a fun, different type of map painter run. Okay, so unfortunately they did manage to break through, and they will take St. John, and they will likely take over the rest of New Brunswick. And the game is freezing. That's not a good sign. Please, game. Alright, there we go. So, we could try to hold, but I think they're just gonna take New Brunswick, and it might be better for us to just pull these guys back. Yeah, I think let's pull them back. Alright, form the front over there. They're trying to break out of Boston. They likely will be able to break out of Boston. They are destroying a lot of our trains. Well, you can't really stop them from popping our trains, because we don't have the industry to stop that. Yeah, we're gonna need those. We need those factories ASAP. Boston. All right, what else can we do here? I think we take... Okay, so we're gonna take Rosie the Riveter immediately. Kills our stability by 5%, which drops us down to 4, but it will give us recruitable population. We also now need to crank our stability back up, which means we now need to probably just improve worker conditions for a little bit. And let's see, what else is killing our stability? Because while we're at war, that makes sense. So we'll do that. And while we're also doing this, I know we're gonna need more steel, so let's quickly grab the steelworks in Indiana and Ohio. We're gonna reinvigorate Indiana, unlike the Indiana of today, which is basically a desolate wasteland of broken hopes and dreams. I hate driving through Indiana. I'm just gonna say that right now. Indiana sucks. We lost 3 submarines. I don't know why we're pushing through. We should probably not do that. Halt that. Hold the line. Don't push in. Yeah, we just need to defend. What's wrong, Rano? You don't think I can defend America? You don't believe in defending freedom, liberty, and justice for all? Oh, you have no faith. Believe in the great American eagle that will hold the line. All right, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna hold the line. Let's crank the speed up a little bit. All right, Mexico condemns the Axis. Mexican government released an official communique decrying the Axis invasion, the occupation of the old world as a whole. The Mexican ambassador has approached this information. The Mexican government has begun mobilization effort to prepare the entrance into the war. All right. So the Mexicans are willing to join us. Senator votes for... Okay, so we have more stability. I don't remember how this mechanic works, but I think there's like a whole... Okay, we have to do this mechanic, I think. I don't think it matters. Alright, I guess it's just special measures. I forgot you have to like manage like this whole like Senate thing. It's a random mechanic that I don't think ever becomes relevant. Also, let's make sure our production for guns is assigned to a... Wait, it is assigned to the Springfield Armory, which is our only MIO. Except we have 4 MIO points that we need to use. So let's do... Okay, so we're gonna do drum pattern sights. And my priority is to just get more of these out. So advanced barrel forging with mass rifle production. And... I guess reliability. Reliability's fine, okay. So that way we can crank out the guns even faster. Because right now... Okay, so Rock Island Arsenal also has one. Same thing, basically how quickly can we slap out more artillery guns is going to be the biggest thing. Mission efficiency cap, and I think we will take the breakthrough buff, because that's going to be useful later on. There we go. And then I don't care about the rest of this. The planes, if we can get more planes out, that's great, but really, what good are planes if you don't have guns on the ground? Skibbity Terron play Kaiserreich. I'm not playing Kaiserreich. I'm not much of a Kaiserreich person. Okay, so we're holding... Oh, jeez, there's no supply down here. Where's the nearest supply hub? Oh, that was the supply hub, the port. Okay. I think the correct option is to see if we can at least give them extra trucks for supply, but we don't have enough trucks in general. Okay. There's a lot of air fighting going on over here. We're losing a lot of our ships, so it's not ideal. The 1942 midterms, don't care. Just trying to keep the government happy. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but the Japanese are just not there. Could I just take San Francisco back? Hold on, we're gonna make a push. See if I can just randomly take San Francisco back. Okay, so we can't take San Francisco, but we can hold the line here. Oh gosh, yeah, they're super well fortified. Okay, so I have an idea. Let's move this front against like the whole thing. Maybe we can just take... Maybe we could take LA. Oh, Finnish troops have begun implementing their multi-tactics in the Sala area. So Finland will be able to prepare multi-tactics in other core states. I don't know what this means, but it sounds like the Finns are helping us out. Let's see, we get... I mean, it sounds like the Finns are helping us out, but I don't see a national spirit, so maybe that was not for us. Okay. So Washington's fortified. So what are we evacuating first? So we can evacuate Virginia and the Carolinas and Arkansas. I think we actually evacuate the Northeast, which is PA, New York, Minnesota, New Jersey. And we're going to relocate them to the Midwest. I think that's probably the smarter one. Because I expect the Germans to come in full force. You know what I mean? The Italians, I think we can probably hold down for a little bit, tie them down. But the rest are going to be rough. Can I just push into... Can I just kick them out of LA? Oh my gosh, I just kicked them out of LA. That's really funny. Can we keep doing that? Can I just push them all the way back to... Can I push them all the way back to San Fran? Well, I might be able to push them back to San Fran. Let's crank this down a little bit and see what happens. It's been a while since I did a map painter. It is kind of nice playing the funny map painter game again, even if I'm terrible at it. All right, we're going to reallocate this to this entire front here. That front is no longer necessary. They will take Providence, Rhode Island, but, you know, Rhode Island doesn't exactly matter. Yeah, let's keep holding. Oh, that infantry division that we don't know anything about is spooky. We'll have to do our best, though. Oh, no, the Italians are beginning to push. Even if it's fortified, they still can push. Yep, they have... Jeez. Okay, let's leave one here. But I think they're gonna actually break out of Florida. And they will take Georgia. Let's get the tank down here. Let's get the 7th Cavalry Brigade down here to assist. Maybe they can help defeat. Why is it this? Why is it calm music? Where's the... There we go. I want my Girls on Panzer military music. Okay. We also need to get our doctrine. So we're in superior firepower, which is very American. Okay. Yeah, they're already beginning to break out of Maryland, which is a problem. So that is a huge issue. Can I just slap out more factories? We've already fortified Washington. Maybe we just have to get some groups ready to hold around Washington. We could also prepare to hold around the Appalachians, maybe around Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. We can fortify this. The meme option is we just hard fortify this. No, we can't really win with Washington's industry, but the other option is we can just hold this down here. Because we're not going to be able to break out. Actually, if they can't break out, hold on. We might be okay. Hold on, I have an idea. Whack idea. Hear me out. We don't know when they're going to do the naval landings, but I think what I can do is I can at least hard fortify Los Angeles and San Diego. And for now, I'm just going to quickly encircle this with as many forts as I can. So if they try to break out, they have to fight hard. They have to remember with just a giant schlong in the US. What do you mean? I'm not drawing any giant schlongs on the US. Oh gosh, we're definitely going to lose this. That's fine. Okay, this needs to back up. Okay, so they were able to find us. So halt this. The northern front is holding fine because they're well supplied. But we did lose that tile, which is a problem. So let's expand out like this. You go here quickly. See if we can lock them down. We have to hold until November. Like, our goal is to hold until November, and that's when the super buff that the Axis Powers has expires, right? That's really how long we need to live. The hey, yeah, the hey. Oh, great! Okay, so, this is the Nat Guard. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of these, let's take some of the citizens militias, and I'm gonna split them off into a separate army. And I'm going to assign them to area defense of ports specifically. Yeah, so here. That way, there's a very high chance that we're able to at least, you know, deny them. Ah, strikes! Okay, we gotta stop striking! Your country's at war. How dare you fight amongst yourselves? That's a problem. I can't even give refuge to German scientists either. Yeah, unfortunately, like, we can't do much for stability until most of these get fixed. So 2 choices. I can either skip these and go straight to Unleash the Floodgates, which is probably what I'm gonna do. Which will give us the fight for our homes and fight for our freedom, which will give us more factories in a state and get rid of our slow economic growth penalty. New York did fall, unfortunately. Oh jeez, yeah, they're just bum rushing down there. All right, we have to reorganize this ASAP. I think this front line is just not going to be enough. All right, so delete that. Let's quickly reposition to defend. See if we can defend Philadelphia. We're going to give up New Jersey, I think. Yeah, let's see if we can set up a fallback line here. So I want them to quickly reposition over there. Just, this is. Yeah, it's kind of a lost cause. These are going to have to hold as long as they can, but I might need to pull them back. I knew the Germans were going to be the hardest one to fight. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to fend them off. Okay, so don't go that way. Just leave them alone. Retreat if you have to. Quickly go back here. Slam out river force. If we can force them to fight on across the river, I think that'd be pretty dang crazy. We can force that. It buys us a little bit more time. It buys just a little bit more time. Okay, so down here, the Italians are not having a good time. I think they're kind of stuck. I don't know why we're still trying to attack them there, but that's annoying. Whatever. Main problem is I'm sure there's gonna be lots of naval invasions happening soon. Yeah. I think we're just gonna assign these over here. Okay, yeah, move them over there. Let's just get this around. Let's get this all fleshed out. Hold the line. Hello, Krusty. Good evening. We'll back out. It's not worth fighting. I think I need to pull these guys out too. It's not worth holding this. It was a delay tactic to try to, you know, make them take as long as possible. But unfortunately, I think Patton here, or no, that is an army being controlled by Clark. Clark needs to pull back. Let's assign Clark over here. Basically to create an extension, and maybe we can hold... You know what, here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna set up another backup line here. In case the first one falls, we can hold around Baltimore. Just pull them back, have them rapid redeploy out. Alright, so we can now... We evacuated the northeast. We could try to evacuate the southeast. So that would include the Carolinas, Arkansas, Georgia. It's not the worst idea. We'd move around, what is that, 200,000 people, a lot of weapons, a bunch of factories, or we just go straight to Unleash the Floodgates. I think we just go straight to Unleash the Floodgates of America. Let's just unleash the American industry. Ain't leaving? You don't want to leave? Whatever this is? Listen, we... Oh, geez, yeah, look at that. They're pushing hard. Even with all these forts, they're still able to push violently in. This tile actually doesn't have any forts. This tile doesn't have any forts either. Let's quickly fix that. Need forts there now. This one needs forts too. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to build those on time, but... Alright, last stand. We will not... Oh, we're not gonna give this up. You're not leaving? We're not leaving either. They're gonna fight to the bitter end. Okay, and over here, that's 22 Japanese divisions, which is a little ridiculous. I guess I'm gonna do... Where is the, this one, right? Okay, so maybe... Because the problem with the area defense is that it's selecting all of California. And it's trying to grab San Francisco too, which is not what I want. So I'd rather just have them defend this. Let's have them do that, because I don't want them to keep attacking California. It's just a waste of resources. Halt. Okay, so they're gonna go back. We're just hold around California. We have no guns, no artillery. Here we go. Army command, what do we want? More offensive power or more defense? Either one, do defense. That's all I can afford. Yep, okay, so unfortunately these guys are stuck. I could not get them out on time. This entire army group, led by Clark, is probably dead. Yeah, they're probably just doomed there, and I have no chance of pulling them out. Which is incredibly bad. That's a huge amount of troops. My last chance is maybe I can sneak them out to Montreal, but they're probably dead. I messed that up pretty badly. Oh my goodness, they landed down here in the Carolinas. Uh-oh. I don't have any troops down there. Deploy this batch. I don't have a choice. We need them now. New army group. Green as grass. They're gonna have to fight. Defend! America won't fall. Oh my goodness, I forgot the Panama Canal. I guess we just hold the Panama Canal. That's fine. They landed at your friend's house? Well, I'm sorry. Your friend has been turned into a... Oh, they landed in New Orleans, too. Oh my goodness, they're landing everywhere. We lost another submarine. We don't have enough guns to get people going, either. Our stability... Like, the reason, too, is our stability is so low that we can't produce more. Okay, let's push in here real fast. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna extend out... I'm gonna extend out Trucott's defensive line to like this, and then I'm gonna take whatever I can grab of Clark's army group, and we're gonna see if we can at least have them take care of New Orleans. Yeah, me too, right? You'd think that the Cajun folks would be very, very aggressive, but unfortunately not in this timeline. And our air wings are basically being demolished bit by bit. We're only making 100 guns per day. We're not even making anything else. There There we go. At least maybe we can choke this guy out. Well, if we can choke this one out, maybe we can at least win this back and take the Carolinas back. Philadelphia strong, baby. Philadelphia holding on tight. They're not gonna give up anytime soon. Okay, so I think we've managed to at least hold this, but Philadelphia is gonna be the real kicker. That's gonna be the real. We might have to give up all of New Jersey. Maybe New Jersey doesn't matter. Yeah, I think New Jersey just straight up doesn't matter. Let's get engineering upgrade though. That's gonna be useful. Okay. Yeah, look at this. So they did manage to push down pretty bad. We did lose that other batch over there, which is also tragic. However, this one unit should be able to be run over with enough willpower. Okay, so we're holding there. We have to hold a few more months. What do you mean, Rusty Cage's old videos? I have no Rusty Cage. Gosh, there is so many Japanese soldiers there. There is... Oh, can we hold this? Can I hold this? Hold on. I don't want to build more forts, but I might just actually build more forts here just to give us a little bit of an extra defensive advantage. However, we're getting slammed pretty badly. Okay, so at least this group got deleted. We can stop this one. Okay, that's fine. So Philadelphia's holding. They're definitely pushing into Canada. They're going to take Montreal and probably get Quebec and the rest of that. Oh, okay, gotcha. Is it part of the whole Great Purge that YouTube's doing as of late? You know how they're making everyone, even adults, have to do AI verification to make sure you're an actual human adult? Which is completely ridiculous to me, by the way. I don't know why they're even doing that. Okay, so can I crank up in this any higher? Yeah, I think, okay, yeah, they're probably trying to be they're probably trying to be more advertiser safe, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. There's no way to improve the stability. If we move to Chicago, maybe that'll help. Stabilize the nation gets us the stability we need. So we have to hold. We have to hold. Oh my goodness, New York is just gone. Oh, what is happening over here? Okay, we gotta redraw this. We gotta make sure we can't lose Buffalo. I don't know if there's enough troops over there to hold Buffalo either is the problem. I'm gonna allocate these two over here. And then what is happening in New Orleans? Think we might be able to kick him off of port, which I think we did. Should be able to at least surround this. We can stop that invasion. It's only change payments process. I did see that, yeah. I think it's ridiculous that a payment processor can tell a company what they're allowed and not allowed to sell. I think that's insane. Literally moral policing what you are allowed and not allowed to do is wild to me. I think I give up New Jersey. I think I actually just give up New Jersey. We're gonna give up New Jersey. We'll consolidate around Philadelphia. Yeah, they're already trying to they're able to push through. We don't have that many troops. Oh, there they made a breakthrough. There's no production front. Okay, strikes are gone. We have stability again. Gotta get to Buffalo. Okay, so we can at least knock this out here. And then over here, we gotta knock this one out too. Okay. How goes it in California? The Japanese are trying to do small breakouts. We're not sending that many troops. Thankfully, we're so overforted there that it's okay. Let's quickly just slam out Convoy. No. Slam out submarines for now. Yeah, slam out subs. Okay, so we're gonna give that up. We'll have to hold the. Yeah, we'll have to redraw the line around the river. We'll redraw around the river bend. I thought I could hold there, but it seems like we can't. We can hold that. That'd be great. Philadelphia is just under so much assault. Look at this. They're holding. How many have we killed? So let's see. We've killed 178. They've killed 45,000. Oh boy. I think lights, peace payments, infrastructure should exactly. Like I don't see why a payment processor has that right. every transaction is a transaction. Like, there's a whole, I guess there's a whole thing about like, oh, this payment processor was used as like a facilitator for drug trade, but that's crazy. People are allowed to, you know, trade and exchange goods without the purview of being under scrutiny of everything, like the government. But hey, what do I know? At least it's not the UK. Oh my goodness, I feel so bad for, if you're British, I'm so sorry. If you're British, you're living in the worst timeline. I was so right about holding this here. See, I set up a defensive line. I knew they were gonna naval invade again, and I was right, and I managed to hold it back. I actually predicted that one correctly. However, this is going sideways so fast. I think we give up Philadelphia, actually. I give up Philadelphia, though, I lose a lot of my dockyards, which is the problem. Already lost them, though. Do we pull back further? Give up Philadelphia, hold Washington? Maybe we have to. I think we don't have a choice. What is this from? This monologue? What in the world? Skip that. I think we have to. I think we have to surrender. Let's quickly grab... Ooh, entrenchment speed and max entrenchment plus 10% I think is probably correct. But I think we have to give up Philadelphia. I don't think it's worth holding. We need to hold... we need to hold the core. So, we're gonna give up PA, New Jersey, and try to hold, I guess, the last vestiges of Buffalo. In fact, here's what I'm gonna... Yeah, that's fine. Let's reorganize this line here. Try to move over to Buffalo, hold around the river, Baltimore like this. This is gonna be our new defensive line. If hopefully we can get there without, you know, being assailed too badly, but we have to retreat. And let's see what we got here. Okay, so this managed to hold. Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk was right. You know what I also saw that really sucks? Oh, something about how like 50% of all internet traffic now is just AI. Which means we're slowly but surely approaching the data crash of 2040. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, I'm telling you. Senator from Mississippi offers support. Okay, fantastic. Just give me support. I don't care. Research grants. Probably fine. None of these really matter. I need something to give us a little bit of I need more stability, but I don't have a way to get more stability. Yeah, we're on the way to that timeline. It sucks. The data crash is gonna happen. Yeah, 50% of all internet traffic is AI and robots and automated stuff. Something dead internet theory. We're all doomed. The internet's dead. Oh my goodness, they took Baltimore. No. Oh my goodness, they took Baltimore. Okay, we gotta pull this back out here. I was not fast enough to hold Baltimore. Holy cow. I cannot break... How do they have 12? How do I have 1200 defense? Oh, Okay, well, Washington's probably dead. Actually, no. Rotate these guys around here. I'm gonna have this stack hold around. You know, screw Baltimore. Hold Washington. Pull back. I don't care what you have to do, but you need to get over there and hold Washington. They took Washington. Amazing. I could not stop them from taking Am I doomed? Is this a dead run? Okay, so at least we're able to kick them out. The Italians are there. We have no weapons to train with. Okay. So now they're just running us over. Like, I legitimately cannot stop them from running over the entire eastern coast. Okay, I have an idea. We might have to give up Buffalo. But I give up Toronto. Okay, here's my strategy. Let's try to hold around Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh cannot fall. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this batch here. Take these 4. I'm gonna combine it here. This army group will be led by Omar Bradley, and their whole goal is they need to hold this specific tile. They have to hold Buffalo. Okay, their only goal is to hold Buffalo. These guys, the problem is I can't pull these troops out fast enough. Our forces defending Washington have reported an increased amount of German warships in the Chesapeake Bay, with U-boats seemingly performing reconnaissance surface ships, although funds not repulsed. Okay, so they're probably going to attack Chesapeake Bay now, which we've already lost Washington, so that's not a big deal. Also, I don't have enough troops for this is the problem. I want to try to hold around here so I don't lose Norfolk too. But at the rate that they're just running in here, I can't stop them. There's just so many Germans. I cannot stop the onslaught. They're quick. They move fast. You're back. Hello, Normar. Okay, we gotta unleash the floodgates. So this gives us a huge number of buffs and removes a lot of our penalties. Especially when it comes to resource gain and factories. And we got a lot of resources. Okay. Let's quickly move to Chicago. Chicago will become the new fort. Okay. Yeah, the supply is eating up a lot of my... It's just giving me a metric ton of penalties of just becoming a problem. Alright, let's grab... mortars and launchers, that's probably fine. Also, these guys have been trying to knock out these German divisions forever. We have to hold for 2 more months, and the German super buffs will go away, and that will give us an opportunity to fight back. Oh god, what is happening here? Alright, you stay here. I don't want to pull off any of those guys, but I might have to at some point. Oh my gosh, the problem is I don't have any troops down there that can hold that in front is the big problem. Oh, they're breaking out now. The Japanese are breaking out. They have Fortress Buster on. Okay, they need to pull out now. I don't care. They can't fight that. It's just gonna eat up. Okay, you stand here. The Battle of Washington. The Germans have launched an offensive, and as we expected, it aimed at Washington. Several divisions have landed in Maryland, while Fallschirmjäger dropped behind our lines, attempting to cut our communications. The Kriegsmarine have intensified their bombardment, coordinating with the ground force to blast spot our fortifications, take the city. It is clear this is no minor raid, but a serious effort against Washington. Yes, basically, in this timeline, Normar, all the factions, all the Axis factions have decided that we are the great enemy. And they basically won the war in Europe, so now we're trying to hold America against them. Which is a bit of... Oh my gosh, we can't even hold Buffalo. I'm basically just engaging every single delay tactic I can possibly think of. At least California's safe. I want to at least keep California stable. I have 30 bombers here. What do I have for Air Force? Not much. I think most of my Air Force is just kaput. Let's focus on the East Coast and also the strategic bombing. And then I'm going to have these also fight in the East Coast. I don't know what they're going to do, but they can do something. The Soviets are dead. The Germans defeated the Soviets. There is no Soviets. Okay. I don't like that sound. That sound means there's another invasion coming in. Okay. I think we can hold Norfolk probably, but again, this front is getting worse and worse the more I look at it. See if we can redraw it a little bit. I don't want to lose Richmond and Norfolk. That's why I'm like desperate to hold it as much as I can. So I need them to quickly redeploy. Hello, Nikita Shevkov. So unfortunately I did lose Buffalo. I was not able to hold Buffalo, and now I think we're about to lose this tile as well. I'm trying to have them hold, but Buffalo's lost. I think we have to just get around and hold, what is this, Southern Ontario? So that's Windsor and... yeah, the area around Windsor. I think Toronto, I think we have to give up Toronto. I don't think I can hold Toronto. Yes, the Germans... basically all of the old world has been defeated. As you can see here. Germany owns all this, and this, and this, and this. This is... you know, Reichskommissariats. Italy is also there. Yeah, South Carolina's basically boned. I saw that too. Trust me, I couldn't intercept it in time. But I might have an opportunity right now if I can just quickly, because they're gonna try to backstab the Italian front. I'm surprised the Italian and Japanese fronts are holding, kind of. So at least that's okay. You know, screw it. I need to pull in the We're pulling it. We're gonna give up the Panama. We're giving up the Panama Canal. That's okay. Oh my gosh, they're just moving toward Charleston, and they keep splitting the lines. Hello, Iron Laza. How are you? Also, hello, Orfer. All right, this is rough. Oh my goodness, yeah. No, stand here. We lost Cleveland. Hold this at least. I cannot lose Chicago. Can't lose Chicago. The problem is I have nothing. I don't have industry yet. Like, we've been trying to ramp up our mills, and it's just, you know, yeah, we can make guns, but we don't have enough mills anyways. I straight up can't even deploy new divisions either. Oh gosh, alright. Quickly, just try to hold it. Try to contain it. Do a flip. I'm not doing any flips today. Sorry, no flips. I ain't flipping today. Okay, so at least the Americans are holding there. Do I have enough Führer mana to give these bonuses? Skirmisher... Scavenger might actually... I might actually give everyone Scavenger, actually. Scavenger gets us extra weapons when we grab them. You know what? Maybe I actually don't have them land here. I think we give up this section. Let's give this up, and I'm going to have them hold this bridge. I think Toronto's a lost cause. I can't save Toronto. Pittsburgh is holding on for dear life. Richmond is probably gonna fall here. I don't think we can hold Richmond. Yeah. Pull back even further. Maybe we can use the natural barrier. Maybe we can just defend around here. We might have to sacrifice Columbus. Just give up the entire eastern seaboard until we can stabilize the front. That might be what I have to do. Okay, we're gonna relocate the navy. We're gonna relocate it down to New Orleans. Gonna be their new base. So that's a very common misconception about American tanks against German tanks. That's not true at all. Basically, every tank kind of had their own speciality, right? So German tanks were incredibly over-engineered, and they could do... I mean, they were pretty tough, yes. But they can't make them in large numbers. And they were very, very unreliable because they were so over-engineered. American tanks, oh, you can just... And Soviet tanks, you can slam a whole bunch of them out in the field. They will work. They will get the job done. That is what made them so ubiquitous. But yeah, German tanks have that, like, mythology around them of being, like, impenetrable behemoths, which... I mean, they were very strong, but they're not the impenetrable behemoths that you think they might be. We're falling back. We're giving up the... We're giving up this entire eastern seaboard. We'll have to fall back. I'm gonna do too. I'm gonna start setting up, I think we need to hold Atlanta. So I'm gonna create Fortress Atlanta. Here we go. Fortress Atlanta. So that when we're ready to hold the line at Atlanta, we're not gonna lose Atlanta. The problem is I can't get these troops to retreat fast enough because they keep getting bogged down in combat, which is preventing me from actually moving out of the way, which is incredibly frustrating. Oh my goodness, the Italians... Oh, they landed in Houston! Alright. This stack over here. I need them to stop the Italians. I didn't expect the Italians to land in Texas, of all places. How was I supposed to know they were going to land in Texas? We have to hold one more month and they lose the super buff. And we're not quite moving to Chicago, and we have to stabilize. It's going to take a while until we can do anything. Rally on the flag. Fall back to the Great Plains. Gets us more factories. Probably we'll do... Yeah, I'll try to do all that stuff here. Yeah, unfortunately the Italians. Yeah, that's a lot of Italians that I can't stop. They probably will land in LA and San Diego, and I can't stop any of that either. San Fran at least is held. I'm not going to try to push into there, but if I can kick them out, that'd be great. For now, let's just hold around here. Take that tile back for now. Okay, so we've set up a wall. Ideally, if I could maybe hold on to Charlotte, that'd be great too, but I'm not expecting to be able to hold Charlotte. But if I can, that'd be fantastic. Ah, they're trying to bomb Detroit. I don't have any planes to stop them from invading Detroit, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, there's so many Italians. I cannot stop just the sheer quantity of them. There's so many of them. All right, let's get these guys situated over here too to maybe assist out here. Are they gonna move? Okay, get them moving. Oh, okay. So they landed in Alaska, which, you know, I can't exactly stop. So they're gonna take Alaska. Okay, we successfully moved all of our stuff to Chicago. Let's stabilize the nation. That'll get us a lot of stability, so that'll at least pump up our production, because our production is minus 35%. So we're only making 172 guns per day. We should be making a lot more. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I still can't hold it. I still can't, even with all this, I still can't hold. I mean, I guess they have tanks and I'm just basically running around with like pea shooters, but man, that is frustrating. That is incredibly frustrating. Yeah, the Japanese might have the Yamato at some point, but it's not too much of an issue right now. Okay, at least this front is holding. Oh, you know, I think we can push this one out. Sent double division. I think we can push them back out there. So at least we can shrink this front a little bit. They are incredibly out of supply. Maybe I can just brute this. Let's see if I can brute force this. Oh my gosh, I can't hold them back. I can't push them. I can't hold them back. Detroit's holding, but oh my goodness, just like the sheer amount of tanks. Okay, this needs to pull back. Okay, we gotta get to the Appalachians. Maybe they can do something there, but you know, I'm not expecting much. Just don't have enough troops. That's the problem. I can't deploy them now anymore either. So if they just run over to Chicago, I think I just lose because this is really stupid and I don't have a chance to maybe hold them back. I would like even just simple garrisons would be ideal. But I don't even yeah, look at this. They're just gonna run around us. Yeah, look at that. They just took Detroit. I couldn't even hold Ohio. Okay, alright, screw this. Abandon this. We make the stand here. This cannot fall. I cannot lose. I cannot lose Chicago. So I'm gonna redeploy everything over there. And then I'm going to redeploy this small army here. Screw this. We're gonna hold Atlanta. We're gonna hold all this. This is our only priority. So let's have them reallocate their ASAP. Because the sad reality is if I don't do this fast enough, they're gonna just run over. Because once they're in Chicago, I can't displace them. I think that's really the biggest problem I have. So see if we can rapid redeploy there before they can run there. But they're just gonna run their trucks there, and I might not be able to stop it. Yeah, there we go. They already sent their trucks there. Fantastic, great. Just now have to go here. We can delay them as long as we can until we can get there. No, go here now. Chicago, please hurry up, get over there. I don't care what it takes. That has to hold. Okay, now we might be able to just quickly steal this tile back. Okay. Stop attacking. Get here. I don't know why, like, some of the troops just say, I'm gonna go attack. Like, no, why don't you just sit where you need to sit? Oh my goodness, yeah, look at that. Oh, the Germans are here, too. Wait, I think they abandoned it. Hold on, we might be able to quickly grab Houston back. Just one rush in there. We might be able to grab it back. Japanese are still stuck there, except obviously they're taking the northern flank. That's fine. Okay, so we managed to at least delay them out. Maybe we can fight them back in a few locations until we can delay further. Pull back. Atlanta holds. Atlanta will not fall. Oh, this is so stressful. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I play this game? Alright. I can't even build planes. I do need AT probably for this run. Why do I play weird map games? Map games are stress. Okay, so they do have that. Let's see if we can grab San Antonio back, and then let's see if we can quickly maybe we might be able to execute this division if we're just able to fully surround it. Okay. These need to pull back now. Do what we can to hold it. Chicago should have a ton of forts. It has these have level 5 forts. So, in theory, we might be okay. Let's quickly slap down a few more right here. Basically, along this river, we have to hold. Oh my goodness. I guess we'll try to upgrade. It's gonna lower our gun production for a bit. Okay, retreat. Come on. Okay. So, the Germans, so all the Axis powers should have lost their super buff now. Yes, so they lost one of their buffs. Now they have one called Shatter the American Hegemony, which is going to last for a while, but now they don't have nearly as much power as they did against us, which means we now have a chance to maybe stabilize and fight back, at least in small pockets. And I'm going to lose Atlanta too, because of course we are. You know what, screw this. No, hold, you know what, no, just draw this line. I cannot hold any of these stupid cities. I'm going to go nuts. Hold this, please. They should be able to hold that much. Stand here, now. Hold that. Okay, so unfortunately we are beginning to lose Florida. We may need to pull back and... may need to shrink that line down. I think we have to shrink it down a bit. We'll surrender some of this, but that way we can at least concentrate our defenses on those two tiles. Okay. I think we're beginning to surround them. Let's see if we can kick them out. Okay, so we can definitely start kicking some of them out. Ignore Alaska for the time being. There's nothing up there. It's just sad. Could we kick the Japanese off? 49. Oh, it's flipping green, maybe. No, I don't think it's worth it. It's not worth the risk. Okay. The main problem is that they can cross at Ontario to get into Michigan. So I might need to grab like 2 troops and run over there. Okay, so they're kicking them out. All right, I think we might have a opportunity to survive here. Possibly. I watched I did watch a YouTuber play this, and it was probably one of the hardest scenarios I've ever seen him struggle with. There's a HOI4 VTuber that I sometimes watch named Bittersteel, and it's he's good at the game, like very good at the game. And even he was starting to have issues with this just because it was how difficult it was. Oh my goodness, can we hold Atlanta? Oh, Fortress Atlanta. Come on, Fortress Atlanta, baby, let's go. Those Georgian peaches, you know, if you eat enough peaches, you get really strong. That's what they're powered by. The Georgians are fueled by peaches. Okay, so we might be able to get the militia out. Okay, so we accomplished another one. So we have stabilized the nation to give us stability. We're now at 50%. Now we can get rallied around the flag to get us a little bit more manpower, and a bunch of other stuff doesn't really matter. Okay. And then we'll need to figure out which one of these I'm going to do next. Probably we'll have to fall back to the Great Plains and try to continue our expansion that way. We're going to try to just slam out the most basic divisions just so we have more people in multiple areas just to hold until we can figure out what we're doing. We have to wait until the Mexicans join us, but they're taking their sweet time. I think this is a lost cause, and I might just surrender to the Floridian sector. I think that's probably the smart thing to do. Let's see if we can fall back around here. I think this might... we gotta hold this rail, so let's see if we can fall back. Pull back. Pull back. It's not worth fighting it. Just retreat. Now we need to get ready to defend Michigan. which is also a bit of a problem. You know, Michigan's pretty cool. I've been to Michigan. There's a place in Michigan that I want to go to. There's a town called Ypsilanti or something. And apparently there is a museum there that has a, like, the last, like, I think it's like, it's either a Firebird or a Hudson Hornet, like one of the old classic racing cars that were very popular in that, you know, the golden era of racing in the 60s and 70s. Not Chicago. It was Ypsilanti in Michigan. It's like outside of Ann Arbor, or kind of like, oh, well, this is bad. Oh, no. Oh, they got trapped. Okay, we'll have to hold them to hold. I have an idea. They might not be able to kick us out fast enough. I might be able to quickly slap out a... If I can quickly build a naval base, I can pull them out, but they have to hold and not be attacked for some time. It's really bad, I know. Hi, Garm, how are you? We'll take Desperate Defense for the time being. We're doing a scenario where we have to defend the entire North American continent against the fascist powers. That's it. That's the whole theme. Atlanta's down to 2. Oh gosh, we lost so many divisions already. We've lost way more than the Germans have lost. I think this run might be dead, actually. This run might be DOA. Yeah, I don't know if I can actually kick him out. We've already lost 500,000 Americans to this. And I'm losing so many divisions. I literally can't train them fast enough. I slammed out 6 more. These 6, their job is to hold this front here. Yeah, okay, they're not gonna pull out of that. If we can grab this port, that'd be great. Maybe we can quickly nab that port. If it makes it feel any better, Garm, the enemy AI starts off with incredible buffs of like 50% bonus attack and defense against me, making it incredibly hard for me to actually hold them back. So, if anything, I'm doing pretty good for the fact that I had incredible debuffs that I had to contend with. Yeah, that's how the game works. They're like, yeah, so the AI gets super buffs and you have to hold them back. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's fun, I guess. This division's lost here. I don't know if I can kick him out. Okay, so we lost the port. Okay. The only benefit is that the West Coast is generally safe. But it's the rest of this. There's a massive Japanese armada off Cascadia. Compared to the East Coast, the Japanese attacks on us have been much more smaller and more manageable. However, it seems that Japanese are tiring of this, and we have detected a great gathering of ships at Haida Gwaii. And increased reconnaissance near Vancouver, we can only assume the worst, as it is clear Japan is planning something. Well, I can't do anything about that. Well, I think it's one of those just like America final days scenario that a lot of people like to read about. I'm a sucker for that type of fiction, I'm not gonna lie. Where it's like, okay, America has to make their stand. They're like one of the few last countries to hold against the, you know, enemy. Europe fell to the whatever. Yeah, like a man in the high castle scenario, exactly. I'll take plus 10% defense for the time being. That gives us a little bit more durability. Okay. Japanese seized Vancouver Island. Yeah, they did. They've landed in Vancouver. I don't have enough divisions to spread around here. I'm gonna quickly grab what we can and like try to reconsolidate our forces. I keep losing my divisions. They keep getting surrounded when I'm not paying attention. It's actually getting ridiculous. I think it's just over. This might actually just be dead. Oh my gosh, I thought I could do this. I am clearly washed. I used to be good at this game. I used to be good, alright? I used to be a, not quite pro, but I used to be a decent HOI4 player. Look at me, it's all over. It's all ogre. Senator retires, that's fine. These guys are not gonna get out of there, just hold the line until this port's built. It's gonna take how much more days? They have to hold until January 25. Oops. See if we can quickly sneak down over there, grab that. Yeah, it's... I'm kind of, yes, it's just the German war machine was just too strong. I could handle the Japanese, but the Germans, oh god, it just didn't stop. They're just like, all right, just keep pushing, and I'm like, I can't do anything about this. All right, we got 5 more garbage divisions that I'm gonna send out to help defend this front. Maybe we can use that to shore up the southern front as best as we can, but you know, these are garbage baby militia divisions that aren't gonna do much. See what we can do. Okay. I don't know how, I don't think how I could have played this better. Could I have held the front? Could I have held the East Coast better if I played it differently? Maybe if I didn't try to surround Boston and I just focused hard on slamming out as many forts as possible, and maybe dedicating a few more troops to the Eastern Front instead of the Western Front, we probably could have held, at least held longer. I'm expecting to lose tiles. I just didn't expect to lose that many. Especially because I can't get most of these done. Like, okay, getting fallback to the Great Plains would have been nice. I could not get factories. I just keep running out of factories. It's crazy. I have not been able to make a single... Oh, well, I don't know why it was up to 40. That's fine. I guess you just need more guns. Yeah. We've literally not been able to build anything but basic firearms, which I guess is what you need in this type of scenario, but it's rough. Yeah, hi Exonia. Can't even win against impossible odds on his first attempt, shaking my head. I know, right? I should be better. I should have won. I should have been the real gamer and defeated them. Alright, well, let's see. Let's just see how far we can take this. Let's see. Let's take the home front. Let's take the home front. This is a custom scenario, Exonia. Don't worry. It would never get this bad if I was playing a normal run. God, we lost Indiana. Yeah, I'm basically fighting the rest of the world. Oh god, they're trying to take Southern Illinois. No! Back! Be gone! Oh yeah, because they're already up there. I'm giving up Alaska, and I'm gonna give up Moses. I'm gonna try to not give up Seattle, but I can't really get any troops over there until I can slam out more militia. I don't want to use Citizens Militia, but I mean, they are 8 wide, or you know, it's 16 wide, you know, 8 infantry, which is probably fine. I will take whatever I can afford. Another hello, Toro Turon. Hello. Why are there a lot of Russians coming in? Hello. Yeah, because I can't fight that off. Okay, maybe we don't fight here. Just hold this front. Wisconsin's still holding. Wisconsin. Can I move one of these down here? It's really funny because there's actually no bridge connecting the north to the south here. The problem is that if they get to a location like this and I can't kick them out, they're just gonna run around and take over. And you can see, like, as they push in, I don't have enough to fill in the gaps. I don't really want to pull anything off of this front either, because that's supposed to just hold as best as they can. But I can't kick them off of this. It's just like it's like a cancerous tumor that I can't excise. All right, we got another division dropped in. All right, we can hold the front here, join them. I don't have any planes either. Look, all of our industry is just going into repairs. Yeah, all of our industry is just going into repairs. It's a little tragic. Oh my gosh, look at that. I can't hold that back. It's just a stupid tumor. They're 6-8 width. Yeah, I probably don't need that many, but I didn't know how bad it was gonna get. I'll take like half of them out, pull them over here. Trying to give everyone as much defensive traits as I can. Actually, I might be able to push up a little bit. It's a very interesting. Like, I like the concept of the scenario. Don't get me wrong, but it is incredibly hard. I just can't, like, once they like, yeah, those tanks keep pushing in. Even if they have, like, they seem to have like infinite supply. I just can't kick them out. I can just push to New Orleans. That'd be fine. I'm already on speed 5 because at this point I've just kind of. I'm not saying I'm giving up, but I've like lost the ability to think that I'm gonna even succeed here. I'll show you. I'll restart if I have to, and I'll show you what the map looked like. I just don't have a way to deal with the... Like, the Soviet Union has a higher chance in vanilla than this nonsense. And that's already a rough run. This one is just like, okay, you're just getting kicked while you're down. I'm trying to, like, quickly snake some troops around to maybe kill their supply. But even still, like, look at that. The tanks just run over everything. It's so dumb. I can't. Where's Mexico? Come on, Mexico, you stupid little goobers. Get in the fight already and help me defeat these fools. Yeah, alright, come on in, Mexico. Alright, the Mexicans are here. Come on, help me beat them back. Come on, Mexico. I got you. I believe in you. Alright, let's see if we can just push in random tiles here. See if we can just maybe... we're just gonna try to snake some tiles out of their existence. Come on, Mexico. Join the front. Where are your troops going? They're not moving. Come on. I think the Mexicans have decided that they don't want to fight. Wait, I can do the funniest thing ever. Hold on. Never mind, they intercepted it. Okay, so unfortunately they are committing more here. Okay, why don't you join the war? You're in the war, right? Okay. They gave me some expeditionary divisions, which I'm not going to complain about. Okay, so give me those expeditionaries. Alright, I need them here, now. I don't care if it's overburdened. Okay, take 4 of these, assign them here, go. Actually, no, those will get assigned here. God, it's a tumor that I can't excise. No matter how much no matter what I do, I just can't get rid of this. Hold on. There's like a couple spots where like I can just kind of run in there and maybe try to choke them out, but I'm just gonna keep grabbing every victory point they can get their grubby hands on. All right, let's grab up the collective scrap collection drives. Okay, these are just support. Fall back to the Great Plains gets us Dakota and Nebraska bonuses, but I think I'm gonna lose Nebraska and Dakota anyways, which would be really bad. We've already lost most of Nebraska, but I think we're taking it back anyways as our troops move in. Chicago's holding, kind of, surprisingly, although we're about to lose probably St. Louis area. I don't know where these Mexican divisions are coming from, but they need to move faster. Holy cow. Let's grab... Let's grab assembly line production. And all these troops need to move fast. Why am I seeing Turkey? Turkey has also decided to invade Texas. Yeah, this is the Last Stand of Freedom. It's a specific submod called Last Stand, I'm just gonna link it. I'll just find it for you. It's this specific version, Defying the Axis, a Last Stand of Freedom, because the normal Last Stand of Freedom does not have a custom focus tree for the Americas. It's even worse. The original, you get the American focus tree from the Waking the Tiger DLC, like the original one. I think it's Man the Guns, actually. The really bad one. At least this one gets you can pretend like you have cool new toys to maybe fight back. Yeah, so here at least you have options. Okay, what happened here? Okay, so we got kicked out of this Michigan section. They are fighting through Wisconsin now. The problem is Turkey joined the fight for some obnoxious reason. I don't know why they did that. Okay, at least over here we're holding the line. We've managed to kill 104 Italian, 104,000, 98,000 Japanese, but we've lost 712,000 already. The Mexicans are already in the conflict. Yeah, tell me if you can pull it off, because I apparently am not myself pulling this off. I am struggling. Trying to choke them off now that we had some of the Mexicans join us in the front. All right, this is the priority. No, just keep dropping. Just keep dropping more citizens militias. All right. All right, see if we can hold the line here. That's way too big of a line. Kill that. Redistrict it to about here. We're holding. Freedom's not dead yet, okay? Freedom is just struggling a little. Freedom is just currently having a little bit of a minor issue. Oh my goodness, these cannot go anywhere. They're stuck. I can't do anything with my fleet. No accessible regions. They can't. I guess we can go here and provide naval support, but even then, that's not going to do much. They're basically dead. We can try to grab as many tiles as we can, but even still, that's really rough. Okay. Quickly move in there. We can... Oh, that's what I was afraid of. This happens every single time if I stop paying attention. Gotcha, okay. Yeah, see how well you do. I tried watching Bitter Steel play this, and he was also... He found it quite difficult as well. Oh my god, yeah, I just cannot... I just can't push in. I don't have any other decisions I could use to maybe make this even faster. Maybe I could convert civs to mills? You know what, let's just do that. Let's just convert civs to mills. That's probably fine. Take war bonds. Gives a little bit, just a little bit more of a boost. Oh my goodness, it started you on superior firepower, so I just left it on there because I'm not generating nearly enough mill EXP to switch to anything else. Oh my god, I already lost this. Actually, can I choke him off here? I might be able to choke him off here. Okay, halt that, stop attacking. Okay, push in here. We at least hold Kansas City. Nebraska is probably fallen. I don't know why we're not... Okay, move there. Quickly grab this. Maybe we can reclaim Denver, and they're just getting pushed back again. Okay, so take all those tiles back. Maybe we can cut them off, but again, our industry is just so bad. We don't have tanks, we don't have anything. Oh my goodness, there's just no way to punch them back. Our citizens militia has 323 defense, but even still, while being entrenched fighting on our country and everything, we just don't have enough org. They have low supply, they're suffering from the terrain and lack of fuel, but they just have enough that they can just run us over. It's crazy to me. They're also undersupplied over there, which is another big issue. And I can't... This is weirdly calming. No, let's have a... Let's see. Panzerfahren March... Panzer 4? Okay, there's a lot of... Okay, I know why. Because I have a lot of Girls in Panzer Orchestra stuff. So if you didn't know this, the Girls in Panzer Orchestra events that happened actually had like a little anime dialogue scenes that they were doing at the same time, and it was really cool. But they ended up in the soundtrack because I think they just copied the entire OST, which includes a lot of the monologues, which is really funny. Welcome to Disaster Saves. Yeah, welcome to Disaster Saves as we're trying to defend America in one of the hardest modded scenarios this game has to offer. At least Japan's not, like, Japan is at least not doing anything. That's the one saving grace. Should I just restart? Or should I keep going? No. We're gonna do this. We're gonna roleplay the American way, right? We're gonna do this. We just have to keep fighting, right? We have to just keep defending. The Mexicans have joined in, except they've not actually fighting with us, which is really annoying. Okay, so we can kick the Italian. Yeah, so the Mexicans are trying to fight the Turks. We have somehow held Chicago. Startings for quitters, exactly. Stability is low. I can't do much about that. For goals, we just have to keep slamming out the greenest divisions known to man, because every single person that can fight is another person that can hold the line. Okay, this line has to be extended out. I don't know why that's not nearly as big as it should be. Also, this one is missing a field commander, so this one should be Patton. So let's get Patton back here. Okay. Short 14,000 guns. That's a problem, but we'll survive for now. Okay. Take this tile so we can at least clean that tumor up. And then we might be able to try to push them back a little bit more. Let's see, what are we trying to do right now? Fall back to the Great Plains gets us Nebraska, Wyoming, and South Dakota bonuses, which... we don't have most of those, but we can at least take them back, kind of. Let's get dispersed industry. Oh no, they're naval invading constantly. Like, I have just kind of given up on paying attention to naval invasions. We'll deal with Japan later. My priority is stabilize the Great Plains. If I can stabilize the Midwest, we can stabilize the rest of it. So we can quickly rush towards Denver again. Okay, so I like how it just skips the focuses, so I don't even get to do those. I don't even know if it actually did anything. This one increases your org pop and monthly pop and reduces supply consumption by quite a bit. No, I tried building some forts, but it was definitely a little tough. This one. Thanks Under Pedro and Toruturon for the sub on YouTube. I don't stream HOI4 very often, just FYI for anyone who's here for like mostly HOI4 content. It's like one of those things I stream once in a blue moon. I like HOI4, but I'm washed. I used to be good. I used to be good at this game. Now I'm not. Now I'm terrible. Oh, we're already losing Chicago. We're already losing Chicago. Just slam out more divisions. Just keep throwing more bodies at the problem. Actually, might be able to... Yeah, if we can surround this one, that might be fine. More Bradley got wounded, unfortunately. If we surround this, we choke these two divisions out. Which is a small blessing, but... Japan is kinda dead. What Japan save? Did I have a Japan save that I was doing on stream before? Yeah, if once they crossed the Mississippi, I think it just kind of went downhill. I think I know how I could have done this. I also lost a lot of divisions early from getting surrounded in very poor situations where I shouldn't have been. I know where I messed up. I know where I messed up here. That said, I'm not quitting until I see that game over screen. Like, I want to see that I capitulated and I failed America screen. Oh my god. Oh god. 91% towards capitulation. Oh, I'm so boned. Alright, push back towards Detroit. We can retake Detroit. Take back another all-American city. You'll be on the next ones? What do you mean you'll be on the next ones? I normally stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Like, my schedule's incredibly consistent. It's usually around like 8 p.m. US Central, which is GMT -5 right now. So as long as, you know, it's that time frame, you'll see me stream. I'll make an announcement if I don't. Oh my gosh, Mexico's... Alright, Mexico's dead too. Alright, screw it. Let's see how long we hold Chicago, I guess. The Great Chicago Defense. Surround these guys too, maybe we can choke them out. Ah, did you know the expeditionary forces are being called back? No, hold Chicago. Chicago doesn't die today, baby. Hold the great city. Alright, we're gonna feed our troops with Chicago deep dish pizza until... And that's how we're gonna win. Also, I guess San Francisco's here too. You know, screw it. Just do an all-out attack on Japan. We're not gonna win this, but it's kind of fun to watch. Take the carbines. More Germans in the mid-Atlantic. Ah, they're going for round 2. All right, let's see how long our scattered remnants of troops can hold. God, that is disgusting. This is literally just man in a high castle. On the other hand, Chicago is not giving up. Look at that. All those submachine gun fire, and they still can't break through. You know why? Because they have to fight south side. Any army tries to invade, oh, they made landfall in New York. Okay, so the game was expecting me to still hold on to New York by 1943. Just want to point that out. The game just had an event for New York. So the fact that I could even hold it that long truly is a sign of my ineptitude at this game. I could not hold New York for them to even give me the event. That's so tragic. Alright, well, I still haven't capitulated for some reason. Let's grab, I don't know, Defend the Heartland. See, if we could survive long enough to get things like Defend the Heartland, which gets you, you know, bonus the core territory AD, that would have been really nice. But unfortunately, we didn't get any of that. So, look at all these other ones. Like, look at this. Integrate the Canadian officers. Get Canadian partisans. Together for victory. Quebec in the war effort. Yeah, so I think the game expected me to last a lot longer than I did here. So I think that's why I failed. I definitely should have been able to... Screw this, just keep attacking them. Maybe we'll just re-grab San Francisco and pretend we win. They're not even bothering to attack Chicago. They're like, nah, man, Chicago, that's rough, buddy. Alright. Let's see how long I survive. It's 1943. I expect this thing to capitulate around... Yeah, probably by mid-April, or by mid-June we fall apart. The Italians have landed in the Gulf of Mexico. Gosh, just so many naval invasions. Alright, Mexico lost. Mexico couldn't handle the enemy. Alright. There's Chicago. Out of supply, at a time. We're holding Milwaukee, though. We'll give up Milwaukee, too. It's not no point in holding Milwaukee. Let them take it. Alright, here it is. The last vestiges of American greatness. It was an honor fighting. We lasted till mid-June 1943, so we lasted 2 in-game years. That's tragic. And for some reason, the Italians decided that they really, really wanted to keep Florida. Not sure why they would do that. Oh my gosh, look at all those... Look at all those generals. Good God. Alright. Alright, here's the question. Do we try again or do we do something else? I'm gonna leave it up to a poll. I need to use the restroom. There's a poll on Twitch if you're on Twitch, because that's where I can do polls. Keep going. Okay, try again. Yes, no. Play vanilla, or no, play something else. Alright. I'll give it like 3 minutes to vote. I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be right back. You can, I don't know, gawk at the United States of America for a second. Alright, I'm back too. Hello. Alright, so the poll says we're playing vanilla. We're not playing something else, we're just gonna... I don't think I'm cut out for this scenario. I think I am so washed that I cannot handle doing that scenario right now, so we're just gonna do vanilla-ish. How about that? Let's do a vanilla-ish scenario. Also, hi Nomar, welcome back. There's a mod I want to try that supposedly has a Mongolian focus tree. Because, good god, the only thing I want in this is I want someone to make a good Mongolian focus tree. So let me quickly figure out which mod it was. I think it was something called, let's see, bloody, what was the dang thing called? I want to say it might have been Rise of Nations. Let me quickly pull this one up, see if it's correct. Hello, Hyo, how are you doing, comrade? Good evening. It is not Rise of Nations, I've never played that one. It's not Ragnarok, it's not Last Stand of Freedom. What was it called? I could play HoloLive of Iron? Do we want to do HoloLive HOI4? It seems a little mildly cursed. Or maybe we should just do standard. Maybe we should just do standard World War II stuff. I think we'll do standard World War II for now until I kind of get back into the swing of this game. I cannot figure out which mod it was. There was a mod that supposedly had a focus tree for Mongolia because, good god, all I want to do is play a run where I can reclaim or whatever, like, you know, the bogged Khanate and enjoy the shenanigans that involve with that, but I don't think I'm gonna find that as an option. Alright, screw this, we'll just do... Where's my... I should have a R56 playlist. I think I literally call it... I have a playlist called Road 56, but I call it R76 or something. I think I mistyped it. Okay, fine. Let's get back to HOI4. So, anyways. Is it, like, super early for you? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean good morning? It's like nighttime for me. Super early morning, so... Let me guess. Based on that statement, you probably live in... Because it's noon in Japan right now. It's super early morning, probably subtract... It's 5 a.m. So what would that be? So 5 a.m. it would probably mean... I can't think of what would be... Oh, I guess Europe, right? I think Europe would be around 5 a.m. right abouts. Okay, let's do this. I'm not... Oh gosh, it's still loading. By the way, I will do a proper vote next week for what other game to play. We might do some, you know, Darkest Dungeon again. Unfortunately, we're not gonna do any shooter games. I think Ray would get sick of it. She would get very, very unhappy if I started playing shooter games. Actually, I just realized I think Ray's not even in stream. I could legitimately play Battlefield. No, I'm not gonna do that. There's been a bunch of game announcements today that I've been kind of peeking at. All right, welcome to Anime History. Let's go. New game, 1936. What am I playing? What country are we experiencing today? I want to do something. We only have 2 hours, so I want to pick something that kind of gets into the swing of things immediately from the get-go. So, either we play as the Italians, or we might play as the Finns, because Finns have to do the Winter War. Or we could play as the French and just reject the Czechoslovakian treaty? That might be an option too. That could be kind of fun. If I hated myself, I could play Greece, but I don't hate myself that much. But I'm definitely not doing Germans, I'm not doing Poles. We do those all the time. I do those like a bajillion times. Albania. God, does Albania even have a focus tree? Does Albania even have a custom focus tree in this? I don't even know. I'm gonna look. I'm not gonna confirm if I'm gonna play Albania, but I want to see if they have a tree. I'm curious. I know, yeah. Finland is basically like they make the minor powers super overpowered. All right, let's see. Oh my god, they do have a focus tree. It's garbage. It's basically a modified version of the generic focus tree, but you do have a focus tree, which includes industrial buildup. Why would I even play? What do I even do with Albania? Wait, wait, hold on. So there is a monarchist path. Institute absolute monarchy. Oh, constitution. Okay. Join the Axis. And then what? Okay, so you could, and then you fight Yugoslavia, Greece, Bulgaria, Turkey for some reason, and then I guess... This seems like a meme. I mean, you go Axis or you go Communist. Like, those are your choices. I mean, you could go Republic or, you know, Democratic, but who goes Democratic when you play HOI4? HOI4 is basically a game designed for the authoritarian dictator in all of us. Okay? HOI4 is a game designed to just bring out your basest desire to be a total, unrelenting ruler. So we could negotiate with... If we could fight against them. Do I want to do Albania, or do I just want to go back to doing Finland? Finland is fun, at least. I like playing Finland. Oh, communist Finland is an option, too. Well, Albania... We're not sure if we're doing Albania. We're debating if I want to do Albania. Because Albania kind of sucks, and they have nothing fun to do. What if we did... Because Austria basically implodes immediately, right? Yeah. Wait, actually... Oh... Hello. Have I done an Austria run yet? I think I have, right? And I'm pretty sure it went sideways, but holy cow, that is a fat tree. This is Road to 56. This is Road to 56 already. It's a really fat tree. Crackdown Socialists. You could go full monarchist, defend, go at it alone. Look at Hungary's. Okay, end the White Terror, continue the Regency, end the Regency, which then allows you to go, if you want to go, okay, the Habsburg rule, which is an odd version of monarchism. This is your democratic, kind of. So many choices. I don't know which one to play. This is like it's always the issue I have with this. I have an idea. Let's do this. Back to main menu. Actually, I don't think Japan has an updated focus tree either. Tsarist Russian gameplay. I've done Tsarist Russia a whole bunch of times. I like it a lot, but with only 2 hours, I kind of want to pick a country that gets into the thick of things quickly. Because I only stream for like 4 hours a day max, so there's like a limited time that I have available. I have an idea. Let's do... I want to go do something immediately. We're not going to do Italy, though, because I don't want to deal with this. Could go Japan and fight right away. What if we... Okay, so how quickly can Sweden enter the war? If I played Sweden and I played Sweden as a arms dealer, like what if we're the IKEA of guns? We probably get attacked. We probably get dragged in 40, and probably in 39. Yeah, I think Sweden's a super slow game. That's true. Let's see. So Europe. So let me think. So Europe kicks off in 39, unless you do something earlier with like the Czech Republic. Japan's kicks off in 37, and Italy kicks off in Ethiopia immediately. We have 2 hours. We need to basically speed run murdering these countries. Which one of these gives me the opportunity to just start munching other countries like instantly? That is not South America, because I'm not going to play South America. Alright, I think, let's see, maybe Romania might not be bad. Let me look at Romania. I don't even know if I'm saying these names correctly. Romania, Romania. Who knows at this point? Let's see what they have. Okay, they have a focus tree. Oh god, that is a fat focus tree. So this is get rid of the monarchy. This is embrace Tatarescu's regime. Basically go full dictatorial, authoritarian monarchism. So it's a royal guard, and then you can either decide if you want to go join with the Allies, the Balkans, or the Axis. This one gives you go hard fascism or go with fascism with religious characteristics. And this is the comment. Yeah, that's good. We're playing Romania. I think this could be interesting. All right, let's do Romania. We have 2 hours. Let's do this fast. All right, what are we dropping? Where are we dropping here? We don't do communist runs very often. I think I normally do fascist or actually I do monarchist runs almost all the time. Let's see, which one kicks us off to war fast? If we go communism, contacted Moscow, the Romanian Civil War, preempt counter-revolution, government. Okay, so gonna allegiance, challenge Moscow. Subvert authority. Well, we're not gonna align with them. I think we would go against them because I don't want to fight them. Romanian SSR, Bulgarian unifications. The Old Kingdom, base demands with the Old Kingdom, New East, rural investments, Balkan diplomacy, and then you can either sort of little entente or form Balkanite. It's always the Balkans. Why is everything in this game? It's always in real life too. It's like, ah, yes, the Balkans. So this is declares its independence, but then you declare war against the USSR, which is incredibly questionable. If we go this route, we'll have annex war goals against various countries, including Turkey, crack down on communism. We go down this route, access membership to get ready for the fight, royal coup. You know, let's go. Let's just try it. We're just gonna go with vibes. We'll go with vibes and we'll go communist. We don't do communism runs very often, so I'm sure nothing bad will happen. All right, here's my immediate plan. We don't have to go. Well, we'll have a civil war, but we don't have it right now. Here's my janky plan. Ready for this? All right, watch this. First of all, we're gonna build civs. It's fine. Doesn't matter where. Quickly get our research. Oh my gosh, I forgot this game's got stupid focus tree. All right, basic. C1, electronic mechanical engineering, and interwar artillery. Fantastic. Okay, weapon production. Make sure it's all assigned to an MIO, just like that. Okay, next is dump everything into guns, and then I'm gonna dismantle every single one of these divisions instantly, right now. All these divisions don't matter. Throw them all away, and then I'm gonna sell all of my weapons instantly. So all these guns, just sell it all. Don't care. And then what else can we sell on the market? Artillery, get rid of it all. And support equipment, get rid of all of them too. And get rid of the tanks too. We don't need them. Just be gone. All right, and then switch this to the trade button, market options, auto accept trade requests. Okay. And then our ships, just dump it all into convoys. I'm sure. So the reason we're doing this is this accelerates our economy super early, because the AI is almost guaranteed to buy everything that you put up on the market, even at ridiculous prices. As you can see, they've bought them all, which will get us extra industrial capacity so we can quickly slam out our factories even faster. And it doesn't matter, because if there's a civil war, who cares? Because I don't want the enemy to have any troops. It'll just spawn troops for us. Galaxy brain strategy. I do this whenever I play IKEA too. That's why I say, you know, Arsenal of Democracy IKEA Sweden. Because all you have to do is just get rid of your army, sell all your guns. I say a HOI4 Pro. Absolutely not. I'm horrible at this game. I have 660 hours playing HOI4 and I suck. I have never figured out the Navy part of this game, for example. All right, emergency election. All right, now we just let it rip. Let's just let it rip. We're just gonna sit here for a couple minutes until all this is ready to go. Yeah, I'm not a good HOI4 player. Yeah. I do single player and I do a lot of modded runs. I don't play multiplayer HOI4 anymore, just due to some questionable experiences in the past with it, so it's not a thing I do anymore. I'm very much single player only nowadays. I play mostly a lot of other strategy games too. HOI4 is one of those things that I come back to when I want to relive the nostalgia of playing HOI4, which I used to do a lot of. I used to stream HOI4 almost like once a week, but that was an eternity ago. HOI4 kind of requires like a specific audience, I guess is the right way to describe it. Look at all those guns. We're selling all of our weapons. In fact, look, all of our weapons, there's nothing left for sale. See all these guns? Throw them back on the market. Someone's gonna buy him. Yeah, look, see, it's already gone. Every single gun gets us more industrial capacity. See that? And we're making 25 guns per day. We're just slamming them out like crazy. Just keep throwing them on the market. Lets us build factories faster, faster, faster. See? I didn't even have to do anything. We were already at 9 factories worth of production. Now, it's not super, super fast, especially because you're Hungary or you're Romania. No one cares about Romania. You know what's really funny? I knew a guy who was Romanian, but I didn't really understand what Romania was, and I thought he was saying that No, I think he was saying that he was Romani. I think that's what it was. Like I think what do we call... They used to be called, like, gypsies? Okay, so now we oppose the royal dictatorship, which means we can now choose one of these options. The Iron Guard for fascism, or deadlock in the election, which will allow us to go with a communist run. So we're gonna go with deadlock the election. Although maybe we pause that for a second so we can get just a single factory in Moldova. 35 days for one factory is a fairly cheap price to pay. Ah, yes. Alright, there we go. But yeah, I hope I'm not going too fast, but I said I'm trying to speed run this because we wasted 2 hours in that other run where nothing happened except I got ran over, because it turns out fighting 3 different countries at once is really hard. I thought I could survive with the buffs that I would get, but when the enemy starts off with some super buffs, it's really, really tough. How many guns do we have in stock? Alright, keep throwing those guns into the market. I don't care. Sell them all. I am basically a arms dealer. God, look at that. It just sells instantly. That's how bad you know it is. If the AI is buying all your guns, it means they're desperate. Their armies aren't ready. And neither are ours. That's fine. So, don't think I care about this for now. Let's go deadlock in the election. And let's grab support weapon upgrades as well. That would look cool and played and died so hard. HOI4 is really hard. There's a lot of mechanical parts. The way I recommend, like, the way I always think of HOI4 and the way I tell people to think about HOI4, HOI4 is it's a board game that's wrapped up, it's a very complex board game that's wrapped up in a pretty UI. Because there's so many moving parts to the game, like you have to think about, and every little thing you do does affect your, ultimate stats and how you succeed at the game. So if you like complex board games, HOI4, that's how I like to think about it. It's a board game with real-time elements. Okay, Ethiopia's capitulated, don't care. Alright, we don't have an army yet, that's fine. We're just waiting until that war kicks off, and then I'll start switching this over, but for now I'm going to hold on to this. But I will take Boris Stefanov to get that daily communism support. I think we do need that. Alright, so now we're gonna go with contacts in Moscow, which will give us extra communism support and allow us to, ensure that we will win the civil war. So let's do that real quick, and then eventually we'll go down this route, which is way later. Although the more I look at this, those tax reforms are a little questionable. Let's do the tax reforms first. It's not that big of a deal. It's gonna take some time anyways. Deadlock in the election, that's fine. As long time plus you're standing in the game for some. Yeah, I think that's how a lot of people were. I used to join like those big multiplayer server games, especially on like that were hosted on Discord servers. But there was an unfortunate reality that some of those servers were full of people with incredibly extreme views, and I had no choice but to leave those servers because I didn't want to be associated with people of that nature. I was surprised, but, considering it's Hearts of Iron 4, this is a game that would attract individuals of that type, so it's just how it is. That's just how it is. Okay, so now we go contacts in Moscow. I'm not gonna say most of it. I think a lot of people who play HOI4 are very much normal individuals who just like the game, but it is also the type to attract people who are going to be very, like that. That's just how it is. Okay, so I think we can start slamming out mills. I think we'll slam out a mill next. How goes the campaign? Well, Krusty, we're starting a new run, except we're doing communist Romania, because I thought it'd be silly. I thought it'd be kind of funny to play Communist Romania, except we have no army. I sold my entire army so I could have weapons to sell on the market. I am an arms dealer. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we're selling weapons and we're getting a lot of industrial credits for it in exchange. Don't think most of these matter. I think I actually need a field hospital. Yeah, exactly. We're merchant maxing. All right. Let's see. Contact the unions. Ensure Eastern loyalties. Okay. Recruit peasant militias in Rome. Sure, let's recruit the peasant militias. That sounds like fun. I'm not gonna say no to more peasant militias. But yeah. It's unfortunately like a little boring because we have to start we started a new run. And I didn't want to switch to another game quite easily. I did give people the option. We could have switched to RimWorld or we could have switched to Darkest Dungeon. A lot of choices, really. A lot of choices. Speaking of which, we may do another RimWorld stream or Darkest Dungeon stream in the future. I think Ray wanted to see it, but she was busy that day. I actually did it. First Worth game has unmoderated chat and was Cold War. Oh, trust me. I played War Game. I first got into vegan system games when they released Ruse. But obviously Ruse is kind of dead now. Ruse is still one of my favorite RTS games. I'm still sad that you cannot buy Ruse anymore. Okay, so let's go ensure Eastern loyalties, I guess is fine. And yeah. It's really tragic. So maybe one day we'll get a new Ruse, but they're focused on War Game and whatnot. And didn't they have a new one come out like called Warno? And then everyone stopped playing Warno because Broken Arrow came out, so everyone's playing Broken Arrow instead. I'm like, I don't want to play any of these particularly. Yeah, we do RimWorld like every Monday, US time. Yeah, we still find something as the B320. I don't know what that is, but actually, wait, how many guns do I have? Oh, look at that, more weapons. Throw it on the market. I'm just gonna buy it. Yeah, Central US, US Central. Grab that thing there. Just, I don't care if it's ahead of time. I just want to get this research slammed out. Our armor and artillery research is underdeveloped, so I don't want to grab any of that technology because it's gonna be too slow. We do have an air force, surprisingly. Ah, you meant to type P. Are you German? Because if you have like if you have that, that makes a lot of sense. Isn't that pronounced like an S? Like, I think that's how it's pronounced, right? I may not know my languages very well. English and Japanese are like the only ones I can really understand, but I do understand a little bit of like how, oh, the B is pronounced like an S or something like that. Oh shoot, I forgot the focus. Let's grab this one. Soviet military expertise, and then we'll grab contact the unions. Let's also do this one. Let's ensure loyalties. Let's do this one. Just press the buttons whenever they show up so we can get more guarantees. Okay, got it. Nice. I think I remember like learning that when I was like trying to sing some German song. I think it was when I was listening to Girls and Panzer music. I was trying to sing along to some of the songs there. There we go. Assert more Eastern loyalties. Okay, so now we can get contact the unions, which will get us extra equipment at the start of the Civil War. Then we'll trigger the Civil War. We're just gonna go hard. Krankenwagen. Ah, yes. Join the anti-Comintern pack as I slowly flip to communist. Ah, gotcha. Okay. I did not know that it's not really used on the internet anymore. Okay, the one thing I will say about the German language is that the more I look at it, I cannot believe there's a language that doesn't know how to use the spacebar. Because it's just like, I know there's compounding words, but then there's just like German compounding words, which is... I don't even know how to read that. What is that? Vertlitzungswestfahren. Something like that. Armenian Party gets us a couple more bonuses. Technically Japanese and Chinese don't have space. Yeah, okay, they don't have spaces either, but it's they're not doing like super like they have compounding words, but also one, it's a lot less to read on a width basis, and there's particles that you can use, you know, to help separate the words. Slam out more mills. More mills. Oh boy, we can make more items. Fantastic. Okay, let's also ensure the loyalties here. Fantastic. Good enough for most Germans to understand. That's fair. Actually, no. Chinese is weird. If you ask me to read Chinese, I'm not gonna know how to read that. That stuff is a nightmare to read. Chinese is just... I don't know. That's one of those, like, if you're not born reading that, you're not gonna be able to read that. Combat service report is, I think, fine. Let's do that. And then once we complete this, we can do the Civil War. And then I think we'll I think we actually have to go down both of these trees. Well, side with the coalition, or side with the communists. So we go down this route, which will allow us to figure out what we're going to do. The Great Trial of 36, which is going to turn into the Great Trial of 37. Empower the Security, the preemptive counter-revolution. And then we'll get ready, and we can decide if we're going to challenge Moscow or join Moscow. If we join Moscow, I think we become a... I'm not going to do that. I think we go our own way, which will unfortunately force us to go to war with the Soviet Union, so we'll have to find a way to fight the Soviet Union on our own. I don't know if we can do that, but we'll try. Screw it. American order Chinese food endorse Mandarin all time has to leave the restaurant. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Oh, Jesus, a lot of things. All right, have a good night, Nomar. Thanks for joining. I know it's late for you. All right, Romanian Civil War. Trigger that. Tech research. Sniper team is fine. Just get that going. We're gonna get another tech anyways in 11 days. All right, who's ready for civil conflicts? As 30 seconds. I have enough. I think I have enough days to do at least. Okay, ensure the loyalties of the militia units. Let's see. What is this? Let me double check what I'm about to. What am I about to click here? Oh, I've seen this video. Yeah. I've seen this video. I mean, to be fair, I think it's one of those things like, oh, look at this man who's not, you know, who actually can speak the language. I think anyone would be kind of surprised and kind of pleased that, hey, at least they're trying to, you know, speak the local tongue. I think that's nice that they did that, that he did that. And also he's trying to show off and flaunt it for YouTube views, but that's a whole different problem. I'm telling you, people do anything for those YouTube views. Okay, that content would be crazy. Cray-cray, as they might say. Okay. We're almost... Oh, I have a spy. Alright, which one of these anime girls is my spy? We're gonna take you because you're part Soviet. Fantastic. Alright. German is a silly language. German is a silly language, I'm not gonna lie, but it is a fine language, too. Okay. Okay, let's slow this down to 1. What am I looking at real quick? Okay, so we're starting... So this is us. This is us here.
Nani?
Okay, immediately build this. Okay, so Iosif Iacobitsi, General Konstantin Sanatescu, who's an actual male and not an anime girl. What a shame. Just immediately go in there, start running in. While that's happening, we're gonna go get some bonuses for the military, and then our air wings. Just slam that down in the Eastern Balkans. Bang, bang, bang. And then these, what are these, casts? All right, send them here. Bang, bang, bang. All right. So we should be able to just press the attack button. Okay, so we skipped a focus. That's fine. And then we can go grab 1, 2, 3. And then we should have enough weapons to recruit additional divisions. We have enough guns. Divizia de Infanterie is acceptable. It's kind of a garbage division, but it's fine. Okay, so German used to be Verfahrensteknologie für Mühlen und Getreidewirtschaft, or how it call it, Miller. I don't know. That was a lot of funny syllables you had there. The umlaut throws me off every time. Okay. We're gonna run this Civil War on speed 3 so I don't accidentally get myself murdered. Okay, so we have 2 planes here that it's a naval plane, that's fine. So we don't have air superiority at all. Our army is actually not that good. We might actually lose this the more I look at this, but if we don't win, the Soviets are going to join. Let's enable the militia here. Okay, so maybe we don't attack. Let's not attack, let's hold. Hold what we can. Okay. Until we can get some more infantry slamming out here. Okay, learn how to say this full name. What do you mean? Oh my gosh, we're gonna lose the Civil War. I thought I had enough. Did I need an actual military ready to go? I thought I had enough weapons stockpiled that I didn't need to. Process supervisor to grain milling technology admission. Gotcha. Okay, I saw the word like technology, and that's all I understood. Okay, stand over here. Let's see if we can just hold the line. Oh my gosh, am I actually gonna lose? Am I about to lose another run? Okay, halt here. Get over here. Fall back here. Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah, they're just running me over. Holy cow. And I can't even hold the capital. I can't even hold the cities. Am I this bad at the game? Holy cow, I'm actually washed. I can't even hold this. Why is everyone anime girls? Because I play with anime mods because I'm a degenerate weeaboo. Hold on, I might be able to hold this. I might be able to hold. I think if we hold, the Soviets will intervene. I have to hold for 13 days. Okay, wait, hold on. I have an idea. Let's consolidate the line like right around here. So let's force everyone to retreat backwards. Okay, never mind, we lost the capital. I think I know where I messed up. Hold on, I know where I messed up. I know where I messed up. I know where I messed up. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I am totally washed, but I can do this. I used to be able to do this. Also, yeah, well, I have an idea. Let's load autosave real fast. I am washed. It's so tragic. It's so tragic. I used to be good at video games. I used to be good at this. I have not played this game in like half a year, and now it shows. Meanwhile, I play Rimworld so much that I've actually gotten good at Rimworld vanilla combat. That's the more scary part. That I know what I'm doing in that game. Okay, my power is slowly growing. Alright, I have an idea. Let's grab you. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so we're 10 days. Let's grab that. Okay, can I quickly slam out a fort? Can I slam these forts out like ASAP? I'm not sure if we have enough time to build this. We can build one. I actually didn't know like where we would start in the Civil War, which is kind of what threw me off. Okay, so let's go again. Okay, so we have to hold for 35 days. Set this up. Okay, you, and then okay, and then select this. Select you. Defensive doctrine for max entrenchment. Okay, sign here, go here. We're not gonna go to that front. We're gonna hold the river like this. Okay, and then we'll also hold here. Okay, so let's get into position. Do not fight, just defend. Grab armed forces buff. Yeah, I also built the mills on the enemy land. I didn't know which side was gonna we were gonna be holding, so that's kind of what threw me off as well. All right, get all of these out in the air. Don't care what they're doing. Just do something. And then they already pushed into our territory that I was trying to hold, which is really dumb. Kind of surprising how fast that just fell apart. Amazing. Wow, that just fell apart in like 5 seconds. All right, hold here. All right, and then turn on total defense. Okay. I'm gonna press this button every single time until it stops triggering. Okay, so fall back this way. Okay. So we can hold that. So we're gonna lose that tile, that's fine. Mill, if we can build forts while we're sitting here, that's fine too. Pull back this way. Okay, and then press total defense mode. And just keep pressing. Basically, I'm gonna keep pressing this button every time it comes up. Okay. We have to hold for 8 more days. Okay. Total defense mode on again. Still holding. We have to hold for 3 more days. Okay, Soviets are intervening now, I believe. Okay, the Soviets have joined us in our conflict. So now we have the Red Army to assist us. As long as we can hold... Oh, I still lost. Amazing. I still couldn't hold, technically, which sucks. Now I have to wait until the Soviets win. Alright, well... I guess we'll do all these other ones. We'll get the naval forces, I guess. Fine. Alright. God. I have an idea. Also, yeah, what do you mean less horse? We're not gonna play the horse game on stream, unfortunately. It's just not a thing I want to do. Speaking of games, I don't know if anyone saw the Nintendo Direct, but I didn't realize that the Nintendo Direct today was only, hey, here's all the games that we aren't making, and it's the games other people are making. I was a little disappointed by that, and a little sad. Okay, so here's my plan. I'm gonna build forts here. We're gonna give up EC, but I want these 3 tiles specifically. Yeah, multiplayer Plants vs. Zombies was also not on my bingo card. I was kind of caught off guard by that too. We should have enough time to build those. Well, you know, they're gonna keep reviving it because I think it makes EA a lot of money. It's such a casual thing to... Okay, so I don't have to press this for 15 days. I'm gonna not press this button so that I can build the forts. Yeah, I can choose to not press that button yet. Let's also grab our let's grab our nat focus. Okay, so I think I'm forced to press this now. Okay, grab the entire army. We're gonna sit our pretty little butts. Set our pretty little butts. Let's see, so defensive doctrine, yes. And then let's quickly grab... That's fine for now. And then let's quickly plant ourselves right here. Just hold this. Yes, we have a river. We have a river line. I'm gonna take the river line, and we're just gonna hold these 3 tiles, which in theory have been fortified, and we should be able to just defend it. So let's see if we can hold this. Hello, Alex. How are you doing, comrade? Good evening. Okay, so that should be fine. Road to 56 is basically the only other mod I'm using, and one that lets me have 10 support companies because I like having lots of support companies. I'm dragging me to Brazil? Why? Brazil has nothing going on over there. There we go. So yeah, I don't think they're willing to push past here. And then hopefully once the Soviets join in the conflict, they can participate. VTuber playing HOI4. Why is it so weird to see a VTuber playing HOI4? And why are they suddenly a lot of people coming in from YouTube to see me play HOI4? I know, HOI4 is a strange game. I don't know if it's 6 anime portrait mod. No, there's a specific one that is called Road to Anime that is compatible with Road to 56, and that's what I'm using. I have one mod for Road to 56, and I have one mod for not Road 56. Alright, keep slapping those defensive buffs. Let's see if we can hold it. Let's grab NGs. Actually, I have support equipment. I just realized these things might not have... Okay, so these have stuff. Okay, that's fine. Of course I do. Why would I not be playing HOI4 without anime mods? It's the only correct way to play the game. Okay, Jinsao's holding. We have to hold 15 days. I'm just gonna keep pressing this button. Alright, let's grab... So we're gonna lose that tile, unfortunately. I don't want to grab any of these right now because I don't know if I'm gonna hold those tiles. Besabaria is probably the main one. If we lose Besabaria, we lose anyways. Screw it. Give me my factories.
よろしくね
Yeah. That one's trying to hold as best as it can. There we go. Keep pressing the funny button. But yeah, how is Brazil? I think we did it. I think we've done it. We've managed to hold long enough for the Soviets to start intervening, so they'll start participating in the conflict.
よろしくね
Alright, fantastic. Come on in, Kremlin boys. We need you to help us defend. We're holding Chisinau as best as we can. Let the Soviets help out. We could probably pincer... We can now probably pincer maneuver.
私に何
Like
か用
this.
なの
And start choking them out, so just leave one division behind.
さ
Like that. And then we can do something like this too. Maybe double division
あ
out
私に
there.
何か用なの
Send one division here. Yeah. Okay, maybe we're still struggling a little bit.
やってあげる
I kind of forgot that the Soviet industry sucks right now. Or at least their military is pretty hot doo-doo.
何
Okay, you gotta hold that. I don't have enough to do that button again. We can knock that one out. Okay, so we're able to hold a little bit more. Just gotta scatter troops around until the Soviets come in. Acting like the country's dictated by censoring. Understanding somebody that's throwing the middle finger at the people that booed him is going to... Oh! Oh, I've heard, like, Brazil's having... Or is it Argentina? Is it Brazil? With your whole president thing not wanting to leave office or something? I have no idea. I don't know how to read Cyrillic. Alright, let's see what you said. Let's put on Google Translate. I need to put in the rules on the stream. Oh, hi all. Okay, gotcha. Have you seen preview? Okay. Different chaos, got it. I'm gonna put in this... I need to put in the YouTube rules. I don't have YouTube rules yet. I'm gonna put down, like, hey, English only. I'm sorry. But... for me... Okay, there we go. So, hopefully the Soviets can help out. Let's see if we can push in this tile. Gives a little bit more room to play with. There we go. We're kicking them out. Alright, let's grab our remodernization program while we're at it, and let's also research this one. Anyways, I hope you survive Brazil. I've never been to Brazil, but I've always been interested in maybe visiting one day. It seems like an interesting country. I have a friend who sometimes has to go there for work, and he tells of stories of very cheap alcohol and very cheap food. Which I thought was amusing. Alright, I'm just gonna say please speak in English. No Russian. How do I do this? Yes. Okay, is that Russian or is that Ukrainian? I know they both use Cyrillic. It is Russian. Okay. No Russian, English only. Yeah, let's let Google Translate will speak for me.
Нет русского, только английский.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna punch through this. I'm gonna punch through this accursed line. This line is a nightmare. Let's do recon. Should be fine. And then, how do I want to push through this abomination? The problem is that this is a stalemate. We can push in some tiles like here, but unless the Soviets also choose to partake, it's gonna be really hard to actually commit. Amelia Earhart has disappeared. That's fine. Unfortunate, a little tragic. Okay, we can join in on that. Oh, there we go. We're pushing now. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's delete the defense order. Let's switch to a frontline order. Except we're gonna shrink it down to about here. That way we can get the planning bonus on the attack. So we'll just chill here for a second, let our planning bonus go through. We're out of manpower. Drop these in here. Summon them. Delete this. Add the fresh blood to the army group. And hopefully we can find a way. Unfortunately, we did lose 34,000 people. Unless we can get more of our land back. You know, it's gonna be tough. Alright, then we can press the attack button. Now I'm seeing green. There we go. That gave us more manpower. Army modernization. Let's also do Industrial Revolution. Bresibiria is gonna get even more factories as we keep pushing. That's right. Look at how quickly we're shoving in there now. Yeah, now the regular Romanian army. I believe they've also started to run out of supply and weapons, so that's why we're able to kind of just run them over. So we'll expand this out a little bit like this. Okay, I need to expand this out. I can't click on this thing. Okay, so now I can go full line, attack, and just bum rush. So anyways, yeah, HOI4, what a game. I wish I was good at this game, but I am, as Ranu has said earlier, I'm washed. Infidave says I'm washed too. I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's like if you don't play the game enough, you get rusty at it. Like that's how I'm bad at like shooters now. I tried playing Battlefield 4 earlier before stream, and wow, I died to a guy that was like 5 feet in front of me because I couldn't shoot him fast enough. I don't know why at ADS when, you know, hip firing would have been perfectly fine. And that's mistakes like that cost me my life in games. Can I take Brasov? I don't think I can take Brasov. Might be a little tough to take hold on. Take Brasov, surround them, cut that off. Oh, I should just played the French. French is at least fun. Reaction's not always good. I know. It's so tragic. But you know what's funny? I'm still gonna play Battlefield 6. I was watching the Battlefield 6 reveal and I'm like, oh, it actually looked good. I was surprised. I was like, oh, are we actually going back to normal Battlefield? Is it a trap set by EA? Are they gonna actually do something good for once, or is it gonna be garbage? I'm gonna not pre-order it, but I'm gonna play the open beta and see if I'm competent enough to play that game with some friends. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Like that entire trailer thing was nuts. I enjoyed it though. I think this infantry can just sneak around and grab all this. Ordea, Satumar, Arad. I don't know how to pronounce it. If anyone ever tells me I'm saying a name wrong, please, you can tell me. I'm not gonna be mad. Now people playing the old Battlefields because they just enjoy it. That's kind of what they grow up on, and if it's something that they're just used to. Not to mention the mechanics are usually a lot simpler. Give them Sora, just run over to Kravaria. I'm not gonna get that center one, but that's fine. Just keep running around. Look at this one infantry go. It's just grabbing every tile it can get its hands on. All right, commit in. There we go. I love it. We win with the help of the Soviets. Maybe not yet. Okay, let's take this tile first. And maybe this tile needs to collapse first. I'm getting cut off in some tiles here. I wasn't paying attention. That's okay though, because they can't punch through. Take this tile. Now that unit's rescued, we took their capital. We did it! Yay! All right, take everything. I would also like their... yeah, take everything. Yeah, because I have the claim to all of it. And we have the screening ships. Okay. Take all the ships. Take all of this. Okay. I think I'm fighting the Soviets for some of this land is the problem, and I don't know if I will actually be able to take it from them. See, because I think we're fighting for this. They want the oil. I'm like, no, I want it. That's my land. The question is, actually, do anything? Oh, are they trying to give it to me? Oh, they are trying to give it to me. That's really weird. Okay, I don't know why that's how that works, but okay. Okay, sure, whatever. I'll just... Okay, that was weird. You know, a new Battlefield? Ah, well, you know what? You can find new friends to play it. That's always an option. Okay. Alright, our army's a mess. Let's sort this out, because we're gonna have to fight the Soviets in a second anyways. I don't know how I'm gonna fight the Soviets, but I'm probably just gonna have to drag them into a long and protracted engagement. 35 military factories, defend our skies. Oh, we probably start... I want Bulgaria. I don't think... Hold on, does any focus do anything? Bulgaria. Okay, Romanian Civil War preemptive counter. Okay, so there is an option, pressure the Fatherland Front. But that's if you subject yourself to Moscow, which we're not gonna do. So I think the correct thing is we're gonna preempt a counter-revolution. We have to anyways. And then once that's done, we'll get ready to attack Bulgaria. We'll need divisions, obviously. That's going to be rough. But in the meanwhile, I think we should embrace either light tanks, whatever we can get our hands on, or we need trucks. Or we get planes. Honestly, having planes, probably not a bad idea. Just having a single aircraft, a bunch of them flying around, would be incredibly powerful to have. Folks are willing to give us convoy, don't really care. Okay, army modernization for 35 days. So the cost of 10 political power and some command power, we get, okay, this one gets us mills. Let's get us bonuses, but I don't want that. I need to switch to a different economy, which I don't think any of my focuses allow me to do. Let's see, Romanian Forces, Road Naval, Air Force. Okay, so none of these affect my economy, so I do need to switch manually, that's fine. Under skies, Romania. Okay, so we'll skip that for now. Let's just focus on the economy. Everything, it all returns to the economy. Anyways, yeah, Battlefield looks sick. I'm gonna probably play it. I'm kind of surprised that they're doing Battle Royale again, considering I thought Battle Royales were over, but I guess it's just worth so much money to them that they're willing to do it. I saw someone say, like, oh, they're expecting Battlefield to sell like 85 million copies. I'm like, there's no way this game's gonna sell 85 million copies. They'll get 85 million downloads of people trying to play the stupid, you know, Battle Royale mode. 180 days, get minus. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to fight for quite some time. Okay. The Great Trial of 1937, Challenge of Moscow. Avert Moscow authority. Okay, so let's do... We do need to get these penalties out of the way, so we'll just slam this down. Collectivize farming programs. Also, our military got shattered because we no longer have the militias. So we're gonna start recruiting Divizia de Infanterie. And we'll recruit some... Bulgaria is a lot of mountains and hills. So perhaps we would be benefited from Brigada de Monte. Like that. Maybe 2 of them would be fine for now. This division's okay. Not the best, but, you know, it functions. Basically, we have to rely on a small quantity of very, very high-quality divisions. We're not going to do Space Marines, because I'm not sure if I can even pull off Space Marines, but we'll try something else. What a game. HOI4 is such a silly game. It is kind of nice playing it again, though. We're probably not playing HOI4 on stream for, like, another 2-3 months after this. I think we'll do HOI4 once the new DLC drops. I think that'll be my next HOI4 stream, which I'm sorry if you like HOI4, but that's just, I think, realistically the best option. Is it worth building a Civ? Just slam out mills. We need more mills anyways. Bulgaria, then Yugoslavia. We want to hit them before the enemy can start slapping them down. Empower the Securiat. While we do that, let's grab... Ooh... We can switch to war economy right away. I think that's correct. Yeah, switch to war economy. Our stability, I just realized, is 10%, so that might be a problem. That's okay, we'll fix that in a bit. We'll get more stability in the near future, hopefully. We'll do construction time ahead as well. Actually, since we have a lot of guns, I could sell the firearms on the market again, but I think we're not going to do that. Also, I have no steel. Where's the nearest stack of steel? Bulgaria has... Okay, so Yugoslavia would be the next resource heavy, especially look at all the chromium there. But we can't fight them right now. Let's just focus on getting Bulgaria next. Oh, jeez. What happened? Uh-oh. I think my game is broken. There's a weird bug where you end up in edit mode and you can't get out of edit mode, and I don't know how to... Oh, I think I fixed it. That's weird. Alright, Hungary demands the right to rearm. No. Also Bulgaria, hello. I cannot justify... Oh, I'm not allowed to declare wars. Am I a puppet? Oh, I'm a puppet. So I can't even declare on my neighbors to try and claim them as my own territory. That sucks. I'm actually being cucked. I am being cucked by the game. It refuses to let me do fun things. Alright, that's fine. Let's do the Great Trial of 38. I'm actually being cucked by the game. Forgot I'm a puppet. That's fine. That's fine. We'll find a way to free ourselves from the shackles of oppression. Alright, we are the true freedom fighters. We will be the true freedom fighters. We should probably also get a spy. Another spy. Let's put you, let's put you in the UK and see if we can apply trade pressure on the UK. I recall this how this works. They'll try to buy resources off of us, because we should have a large quantity of oil. God, I could build this stupid tank if I wanted to, but I think I don't want to. Let's build more supply equipment. Support equipment. Probably one more batch of divisions for each of these should be okay. Soviets want to send me, what? One convoy? No, thank you. That convoy is a trap. Don't accept their Faustian bargain. My power cartridge is fine. We'll take... Okay, you're an anime girl, so you get to join, and we're gonna... Oh, I can't even spy on Oh, you can't spy on your allies. That's funny. Why is this man not an anime girl? That's the question. Okay, here we go. The political bureau has found some members undermining the cause. Okay, what do you want to do? Pick a leader. We stand on our own too. Patraskino wants to be the leader. Okay, so we can't do allegiance to Moscow if we take Patrascu, promise a prosperous future. Anna Parker, Stalinist from lead. Okay, so I have to do Patranska. Okay, there we go. So I think that triggers an event in a second. If not, we just do challenge Moscow. We will fight Moscow. Yeah, there was a trial where I don't think a lot of people died. That's crazy. A lot of them are just still there. Look at that man's face. It's truly the face of a political leader of the Soviet era. You ever notice how they all look the same? All the Soviet era leaders all look the same. Flamethrowers are gonna be nice. We're gonna have the most kitted out divisions ever, and all they're gonna do is hold this riverfront. We should probably start putting forts there at some point. Yeah, let's just start putting forts here, because I know Soviets are gonna attack me. I'd rather make sure I have the option to defend myself. So we'll get some fortresses down on that riverfront, just like that. Alright, we should also figure out what in the world my divisions look like. For example, there's a bunch of peasant militias that are hot doo-doo. Let's switch them out for standard infantry. Okay. I think it's a solid set of units that we have. Let's also start doing... Okay, so maybe not this right now. Okay. Arms for the workers will reduce the cost of our weapons. Subvert Moscowan authority. Let's do that too. Main issue is I don't have enough political power. Our gain is killed. There's no way to get more stability right now until we can find some options later. However, these are kind of nice. Look at this. You get some permanent bonuses at the cost of just 10 political power and 10 command power, so I think we're gonna grab those. Also grab support 38s, and I can't even build planes fast enough, but we need to keep making planes. I have no metal. Metal is a resource that we just don't have access to. Kind of unfortunate. Now, we could build steel mills, but I think I'm going to avoid doing that for now. Painted map. Oh, you should have seen the earlier run, Magmar. You missed it. We were playing a defend against all the fascist powers at once run, and let's just say it imploded. It did not go very well, but it was a glorious attempt. How are you doing, Magmar? Ooh, superior firepower? As Romanians? Yes, please. We have the industry, we don't have the manpower. Anti-Soviet partisans on our own territories. We don't want to do this right now that we're gonna die. Let's do... let's see, this gets us an air base. Anti-air. So none of these give me what I want. Heavy firepower for artillery brigade bonuses. That sounds fantastic. What's this one? Industrial combines. Doing some art working on. Oh, okay. How's the ship designing going then? Is it looking nice, or is it just one of those slow going things that's gonna take a bit of time? Also, holy cow, I am a little tired too, so I'm trying to stay up as long as I can, but I may end like a little earlier today than normal. Minus the small nap. Ah, okay. I do that too. The 4-hour nap is a curse. It's not fun. It's not fun. Okay, hold on, what do we got here? We're actually getting a lot of mills. I think I might actually want to invest it in a small amount of anti-air, mostly because I know the Soviets are going to have a lot of air. Are you designing a capital? Is it a capital ship? Ooh. Southern Bulgaria approaches the German Reich. Well, Bulgaria, please don't join the Axis until I kill you. I think it's too late. I think they're joining the Axis. The Soviets didn't let me attack them. Now it's too late. How tragic. Now I'm being punished. I do that? Okay, so you know what's funny? I do that before I stream. I'm not even joking. So, my usual plan is I take a nap until 7 p.m. before I stream. And then I will just press 5 minutes later, 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later until it's like 7:45 and I'm like, oh shoot, I need to stream. So if you ever wonder why I sometimes sound incredibly disheveled before I, as soon as I get live, that's literally why. There are times where I've woken up 5 minutes before stream and I'm like, oh, I need to get everything ready and press the button. It's cursed, I'll say that much. It's incredibly cursed. I try not to do that too often, but it happens every single time anyways. I can't escape it. It's just a fact. It's just a fact of life. Predator's defensive battle plan. Sure, we'll do that. I don't know what any of these do, but I guess we're gonna learn. This gets us enact battle plan. Enact battle plan Bessabaria. Grants us a bonus for 180 days against the Soviet Union. Okay. Yeah, the pass out naps out of curse also held seriously. Why? Let's grab. You know what else we need? We probably could use some. What other cool? Oh, these do I want. Recon is probably fine. We should also probably start upgrading our divisions with some of the cool items we have been acquiring. Tanks, probably fine too for later. Just grab that now. So we can grab tractors to tanks. Repair anti-Soviet cells. Reestablish foreign connections. Okay. I mean, 21,000 research sounds like a lot, unless you're playing at like T9. Are you playing at T9? Is that why it's not a lot? I don't have enough manpower to build. I think I can do one more division that I don't want to make anymore. We have some pretty, like, this is a fairly hefty stack. Also, I think our mountaineers are garbage. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. So every one of these infantry divisions, I'm gonna slap more artillery. What's the recommended with 24? 24 is probably fine, right? I'm sure 24 is okay. Give them field hospital and give them maintenance companies. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. We'll make it work. It's 38, so we probably need excavation 2. It is BR9, gotcha. See, I never got that high in the game. Hungary renounces the treaty of Hungary bound by treaty whether null and void when gives return reply. The Treaty of Trianon. We should ultimatum at once. Romanian. Maybe we could force Hungary into a war. They're not in a faction. They back down anyways. Oh, hey, look, we actually got stability because we told them, hey, cut that out. Isn't that crazy? How you can just tell an opponent to do that? Okay, what do we got? Establish foreign communications. This is a gut mod. There are anime mods in it, but it's technically Road to 56 with anime portraits. That's all it is. Research sectors, tanks. Bureau of Economics would get us. Ooh, that's really nice. But I think we need to prepare the anti-Soviet cells. We can offer Bulgaria Dobruja for their support. So we would sacrifice this small section of land, which probably is okay. I think I'd rather have the support of Bulgaria than not. It's a little... We'll kill them later anyways, right? So yeah, I'm fine offering that as support. Sometimes you have to, you know, sacrifice something for now for bigger gains later. And if I can defeat the Soviets and I can take, you know, Tiraspol, Odessa, I'll even take, you know, all this, like, just take Ukraine. I think that'd be fantastic. We've already fortified it with tier 2. Let's get more mills going. I also don't have enough room on my PC anymore to install War Thunder. I have that, so I've not played War Thunder in forever, and quite frankly, I don't know if I want to anymore. I'm finding other games. Like, I actually have been playing a small personal run in RimWorld as of late, surprisingly, just so I can experience the joy of playing a single-player game. Okay, so completing this one will trigger the war against the Soviets, which is probably not what we want to do right now. Need to get the cells going, but I don't know how to set that up. I thought there was an option. Unless that was actually a spy activity, in which case I've been doing this wrong the whole time. It's annoying because I am not allowed to set up spy networks in the Soviet Union. Not sure how that mechanic works. Let's go over here real quick for now. Let's grab support equipment redesign is probably fine. 7 darts in each of a single pen, you're losing your mind. Yeah, the scripted naval invasions are really chunky. How far are you? How far are you going so far? Are you surviving or is it still rough? God, the stability penalty is so bad. Can I declare freedom yet? Can't be autonomous. Needs more. All right. Bittersweet but wonderful. At least we have them on our side, so we can have them join us. We can't seem to find... Yeah. Sabari gets 128 days. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm yawning. I'm sorry. It's been a long day, I'll say that much. It's strange to play as not a major power, so... However, we should probably get the army group ready here. Let's get everyone ready to fight. We have 15 troops, yikes. We should probably train while they're chilling around. Because some of them are really low EXP, and we might as well get them all to be regulars while we're sitting here. Roads. MIO gets stronger. Mill factory. Invite Ford. Raw resource exportation, so we can get... Oh, this would get us to the ore we need. 70 days is a lot, though, and I think I need to strike at the Soviets before they're ready to fight. This one real fast. We'll do one more focus, and then we'll fight. Because, unfortunately, they have a lot. I'd rather wait until they're fighting the Germans, I think, is the main thing. When would that be? 41? So we'd have to wait until 41? Yes, this is Road to 56 with anime mods, yes. Even 3 months in, so some rough. Yeah, that's what I ended up having to do. I spammed mass mobilization. I even took the mobilization, the training time reduction leader as well, which was something I've never really done before. I play Vic 2. I do not play Vic 2. I occasionally play Vic 3. What do you mean? Yoroshiku ne. Ara ara. Ara ara. What would you like me to do? Alright, I don't know where... I didn't prepare any anti-Soviet cells. I'm not sure how that operates. I did not see an option to prepare anti-Soviet cells, so I don't know how this works. And that's what's driving me nuts. So I think a lot of this... I think some of these mechanics might be broken. I think some of these mechanics might legitimately just be broken. I played HOI4. I did play HOI4 at some point. Not as much as HOI4. Organization gets me factories. Recruit population minus 20%? 180 days. Do I? Or maybe I just wait until the Germans. I think I wait until the Germans. Yeah. Have a good night, Ixonia. Rest well. Thanks for joining us. You heard the voice read unaware. Trust me, it's probably some anime or video game that you've seen. When in doubt, it's probably some anime game. Mobile game is usually the answer. Paint companies and everything. What are we short on? Artillery, support, and trucks. Got it. Okay, so we got guns, but we need those guns. We don't have rubber. Can't make any of this. Don't have metal. All right. America. Actually, can I get it from the Soviets? No, that's still equally bad. All right, I'll take it from America. Yeah, we're gonna fight off the Soviets in a bit. We're trying to free ourselves from their evilness. I don't know what the decisions to set up the... I think this is broken because the options to create the... what are they called? The partisan cells are just non-existent, and I'm not sure how this operates. I have not seen a single option for it. Ontario Sakura Empire. Ah, gotcha. I'm more surprised that you knew that, because I would never have been able to know that. Alright, I'm gonna save the game before I commit to war, in case I have to reload. I feel like I should still wait until the Germans, but let's see if I can force... Let's see if I can hold the line against them. Alright. I think it's gonna go very poorly. Alright, stop training. Let's get ready, hold the line, entrench ourselves, the surrender system. Yeah, HOI4 was... I mean, I thought HOI4 was fine. I liked HOI4, but I didn't play it nearly as much as 4. ATR is fine. Gotcha. I kind of want to play Victory again, but I'm not playing Victory on stream anymore. I think we're never playing Victory on stream. It was fun for the time that we had with it, but unfortunately, it is not a game that I wish to continue streaming in the future. So defense is 279. That's a pretty hefty number, right? Is that enough to hold against the enemy? I guess if we're fully entrenched, maybe? I guess we'll find out. I guess we're about to find out. It's a work shiftless. I mean, that's also true. I mean, it can be fun. You just have to make it fun. Entrenchment Genius, 74%, 150. I don't like any of these guys. Maybe this Alexander guy. Yeah, it's probably fine. I need to start farming army EXP. We have not had any army EXP this whole time. All right. The aftermath of Chilean earthquake. Break our shackles. We have freed ourselves from the Soviet Union. We are now on our own, and we have to fight them off. Now, let's also grab ourselves... Ooh, let's get resource exploitation. Actually... this is really risky, but I'm pretty sure I could just press the attack button. Am I actually going to be able to win by pressing the attack button? Hold up. Press the supply hub. Take Odessa, and then quickly rush over to Mykolaiv, and then the Kryvyi Rog. If we can get Khmelnytsky, that'd be perfect, but I don't know if I can push that far in. That would kill their supply in the area. And then that would... Okay, so now this is the real struggle. Okay, they actually have a lot. You're supposed to join me, Bulgaria. Play drum bun? What's drum bun? What are my options here? Ship manufacturer. So I can't do any of these. None of these matter. It's a Romanian song. I'm not gonna play any songs that I'm not familiar with. I've done that a couple times where I remember when I used to do karaoke streams, someone's always like, "Can you sing this song?" And they link me a song. I put play it, and I'm like, I don't know what any of this is. Like, why is the song in Spanish? So I've actually managed to kick them out pretty far. We probably have to just keep capitalizing on our momentum here. Is it? Surprised that these guys are supposed to join me. Oh, they are at war with us. Okay, hold on. Let's do Nap with... I'd like to give them mill access, but I don't think they want to take it. Okay, well, I'll take their mill access. That's fine. We managed to beat them back to the river, but their supply hub is not connected yet, so we have to wait until supply hub is ready to go. What is this thing called? Play drum bun. The problem is I don't know which one it is. There's a lot of songs, and I'm not gonna look for a specific one because this is gonna take forever. I'll listen to Katyusha though. Love that song, absolute banger. Alright, let's stop the attack for now. I want them to halt. I don't want to burn manpower that I don't need to burn. We'll look for exploit, like spots we can exploit like this. Guman needs to fall next. Okay, yeah, we're out of manpower. Probably. It's not something I'm gonna hunt down specifically for right now, though. Okay. I think I can switch to Arms 3. We are not getting our metal from the Americans, so we're gonna stop trading with them. We're gonna get it from the Frenchies now, which is safer. Perfect. Okay. So we are actually building anti-air, which is good because we're gonna need more of that. Where is our supply hub? Okay, so their near supply hub is Kiev. I don't know if I can push into Kiev right now, but I might be able to. If we can actually execute, I have an idea. Let's execute around here. We can brute force something in this general area. Or maybe not. I think we're getting creamed there. Let's just halt. Oh, Venezia's getting ripped pretty badly. Total defense? Maybe move someone over there to hold the line? We're just gonna be in a holding position for some time. Alright, yeah, I'll take your support equipment. You wanna join me in this war over there, Bulgaria? Or are you just gonna sit there and let me suffer? We're actually doing a pretty good job just like beating them back. The problem is I don't have enough manpower. So we've lost 7,000, they've lost 30,000, but they have way more bigger manpower pool than I do. I could take Kiev, but there's no way I can grab Kiev here. I mean, if they want to try landing, that's fine, but they're not doing anything, they're just sitting there. Alright, we'll sacrifice this tile, get back over to Venezia. If we can hold Venezia, that'd be great. I'm not sure if we can. Move over here. Okay, we lost it. Tragic. Okay, halt. Stop. It's just, let's just consolidate our defenses. I think they're starting to wake up, though, which is a problem. How do I stop this? How do I stop them from beating me back? The main problems I can tell is that they have, one, obviously a lot more. Our division's high, but we don't have supply. Supply is our biggest killer. Okay. Okay, so we'll max out supply. We also have armor. Okay, so turn on total defense for the time being. Maybe we can just try to burn. We don't have supply. They took our supply hub, so we might have to just fall back behind the river. In fact, I'm gonna do exactly that. We're gonna fall back to our defensive line on the river. I think it's just safer to do that because we'll be closer to our supply than they'll be further from their supply. That's fine. Pull back away from the enemy front line, and then we'll just hold here. As long as we don't lose a single fort tile, we should be okay. So they are trying to push valiantly in there, but it's should be able to. Oh gosh, someone's gotta get over. You gotta get over there. We need people holding that tile. That cannot fall. Okay, so far so good. I have chosen death, but we will go down as Romanians, holding the line valiantly. Okay, we got raw resource exploitation, gets us a little bit more resources. Get a mining effort if we wanted to. Let's see. Let's get increased mining efforts. You look at our glorious defensive line. They're not gonna be able to push into this. Just kidding, they're pushing into it now. Well, the thing is, there was a mechanic that I don't think worked. So there was a mechanic that I was supposed to have where I could set up partisan cells in the Soviet Union, but I just never got the decisions for it. So what was the point of it? And that's why I got confused. Like, I could not find it. I think the mechanics broke, like, legitimately. And if you rewatch this VOD later, you'll understand. What's the best div template? I don't know. I usually do something stupid like, I don't know. I usually do something stupid like 6 infantry, 2 artillery, and like a heavy tank. I like putting heavy tanks in all my divisions because it's just like, here's a giant beat, like, all my infantry division. I'm like, here's a medium tank or a heavy tank as a giant beat stick of armor. Yeah, I can't hold this line. It's all over. I don't have enough command power to do anything else yet. Tile's probably lost unless I can quickly shuffle people around there, but if I lose that fort, oh, yeah. They're doing force attack as well. Tragic as it is, at least I fought back the Soviets with my own willpower. Honestly, the correct thing to do is probably wait until the Germans engage, but I didn't do that because I was lazy. I thought I could do it myself, but if I had waited for the Germans, maybe I could have succeeded. I don't know what's happening here, but they're trying to stop us, kick us out. Pro CO Space Marines? Yeah, exactly. It's okay. Listen, at least I fought the way I wanted to fight. We'll let it run. I'm so washed. That's like, what, 4 lost runs in a single day? Maybe 5, depending on how many times I switched. Like, Bulgaria never joined the war. Technically, they offered to join, and they just never did, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, I feel like a lot of the mechanics just don't work for Bulgaria. I don't know why. Or for Romania. I think like a lot of mechanics just broke, and so it doesn't make sense. It's basically a failed country for the game. It's stupid. I hate it. I wish it worked. I wish it worked, but I think the mechanics are legitimately broken through no fault of my own. How tragic is that? How tragic is that? All right. Screw this map painter. We're done playing the map painter. It's over. I'm done playing the map painter. Where's Rimworld? I'm gonna put up Rimworld instead. Screw this. I'm gonna change my category on Twitch. Rimworld. Let's see. Okay. Press. Ignore this. I don't want to update Rim sort. No, thank you. All right. Run. Switch to the other scene. Okay, now we're in the black void of Rimworld that we are all so familiar with, right? Everyone loves this scene. It's the black void. All right. I'm not gonna name. This is like a very small Rimworld stream. I'm just gonna call this one. I'm just gonna name this stream ship. Listen, listen, 30 minutes is not enough to do a run of HOI4, legitimately. So I figured, okay, let's just switch to something else. You're not a mod on this stream, Magmar. It's okay. How do I switch the, That's fine. I think YouTube normally expects like 1 game per stream, but I'm like, nah, I'm switching to this now. I think Alana's been here the whole time. Alana's just been listening to me complain about how bad I am at HOI4 and why I play this stupid game. Yeah, it's crazy, right? You know what's really funny? I still think it's really funny that playing Rimworld somehow generates unholy amounts of just people watching the stream because they fall asleep to it. It's so strange. Hey, look, game. Where's my Rimworld window? All right. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, shot playing bomb that exploded. Oh, you hit the clip. Oh, nice. Congratulations. Listen, Rimworld's good. I think I heard Garm might be working on a Rimworld mod. That can't be good. I'm sure that's probably fine. That's probably okay. I'm just gonna ignore that real quick. Sure, just ask me about Toolkit when you have the chance. We're not going to do too much in Rimworld today. I wanted to save this part for Monday, so we're just going to focus on ship expansion today. For the next 30 minutes. That's Big Fish streamers. Yeah, a lot of people have been streaming Rimworld. It's crazy. Which, to be fair, I think is understandable, because the expansion is just so good. I keep gushing about the expansion, and I think there's good reason to do so. It is just incredibly high quality. So I get it. Why is Aethiana knocked out again? Oh, she's got brain damage. Right, a lot of people are missing parts. That's a problem. Alright, let's quickly have you go to Aethiana. Unnatural healing hasn't caused too many problems, I think, so I'm gonna keep doing that. Let's see if we can do this real fast. Okay. Okay, so we got Aethiana's brain gunshot wound fixed. However, her arm was replaced by a tentacle. So that's fun. That's fine. You want to crank out your Star Sector mod update first? Yeah, I know. How far you've taken a break from HOI4? Is you good enough to trivialize any challenges unfair to odds between the AI? Ah, well, you know what, Rana? If you can complete the Defend Against America's challenge, I will congratulate you. I don't know what else to say. That stuff is hard. Have a good night, Steve. Rest well. Anyways, you just have to build everything out slowly. But a lot of people, unfortunately, lost limbs. So, let's see. Alana's fine. Aethiana's missing an eye. Drunken Wayfarer's okay. Your Havel is one-legged. Cahila's missing an entire arm. So we need a second bionic arm, but I don't have the plasteel for it. Oh, I do. I have enough plasteel for one. Okay, don't build that. I don't want to leave this until we get the treasure is the other problem, too. So we may have to be... We'll have to figure out what we're going to do to at least earn the resources we need. But I don't want to go into here today. I want to leave this for Monday, right? And then focus on just general ship expansion and recovery as best as we kind of can with the resources available to us. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to need another bionic arm. So that's at least 100 plasteel that we're about to burn through, which I think is okay. And then... people unfortunately have shattered tibias everywhere, which is a bit of an issue when it comes to moving around. Scars, broken eyes. Steve has a bad eye, tibia broken, thumb, eye destroyed. My goodness, we have a lot of people who are missing eyes. This is an issue. I saw a mod that I actually want to install for the next run I do, the next big run I do. It basically adds cyberpsychosis to the game. So if you're familiar with Cyberpunk, the universe, there's a mechanic called cyberpsychosis, and what it does is that the more you modify your body, the higher chances that you will have a complete and total mental breakdown because your brain cannot comprehend all the changes that you've done to yourself. And I'm like, that's cool. I want to try that. So I think it'll be kind of interesting to maybe have that in future runs. But we'll see. Also, let me do something real fast. We switch to remote for last 30 minutes of stream. So, it is an interesting option. I think it would allow people... I might allow people to do the buy whatever you want run. Oh, I didn't line this up correctly. Oh no, I was trying to expand it out. That's right, so this is correct then. How many more tiles am I allowed to put in? I'm allowed to put in a decent chunk, right? Okay. I have enough gravlight panels to do this. Let's expand out the ship here as well. Like this. It's a conspiracy from MaxTac. No. It's all real. Don't fall for their lies. Cyberpsychosis is a real and dangerous condition. It's been proven. They know it's real. We all know it's real. Alright, we can probably allow people out this way now. I just don't want people entering this. This is forbidden. No one goes in there. Where are you about to walk? Please don't walk over down here with the other uranium, with the auto turrets here, until we can shoot that down. Actually, hold on. What's the range of these things? Could an anti-material rifle outrange this? This has a range of 46. If I were to build a AM rifle, this has a range of 43, so not quite as long, but I think it's enough to actually outrange the autocannon turret. So we can outrange the autocannon turret, we can't outrange the uranium slug. I think you can if it's a masterwork quality though, right? So let's make a single AM rifle, but I want Riston to do it because that's the highest chance. I believe that's correct, right? If higher quality increases the range of, I think, by 1 tile. What's happening here? Why are we oh my gosh, the game, I swear to God. What is happening? Why are they walking that way? What are they trying to grab? Oh. I know what's happening here. Give me a I know what's happening. No, don't go that way. I know what's happening. They're trying to go over here to grab the scrap. But it's a terrible idea, because they're gonna die. Untrap everyone here. What I need to do temporarily, now that Alana taught me this, is that I can build a bridge. I should be able to just do a simple... I have no wood, but I can build a heavy bridge like this. Okay, we're going to... Does it not anymore? Oh my goodness, am I running on really outdated RimWorld information? Am I actually that out of date with RimWorld? Maybe I am. Let's build this bridge out, so we can at least navigate our way across there and grab that slag. Also dismantle all this too. Oh, I can't until the drones are dead. Okay, we got the advanced bionic arm. Where's Kahila? Kahila needs the new arm. Quickly install a brand new bionic arm on your right. Have Alana do this. Why does it... Wait, hold on. What? When did you get your jaw shot off? Okay. I will at least fix that, because that should not have happened. Okay, so quickly do this operation. Now we can get access to this metal... Oh, why do they keep going this way? Alright. How about you don't? Oh my goodness. They're all gonna get themselves killed because they keep trying to walk over there. Alright. The pawns are not trustworthy enough to be allowed outside. Okay. Because they're all gonna get themselves killed. I could forbid that area, but then I have to do like some inverted shenanigans. I don't really want to do that. Yeah. I just don't want to do that right now. It's a lot of effort. Okay, how about this? Let's do this zone. Okay, area 1. I'll allow this. And this is where everyone's allowed to be. That's it. At the very least, we can do the object orders that I want without getting themselves murdered. Yeah, it's basically just 20 minutes of just expanding the ship ever so slightly because I don't want to do the rest of it. Twitter's yes. I was talking about that earlier. It is very much cursed that most of the internet is now just bots. Nothing is real on the internet anymore. It's all fake. Maybe I'm fake. Maybe I'm not real. Maybe I have been a figment of your VTuber fever dream this whole time. Wouldn't that be crazy? Wouldn't that be crazy? Okay, there we go. So we got that expanded out. I guess we could just crack that one open. Shouldn't be too difficult. I think Risten should be fine. Assassin server really like our fix that size. Oh, there you go. Okay, we can dismantle these, right? I can't. Okay. This one's probably got nothing. I wonder if we can even get materials out of this, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, it's all fairly cursed, the fact that a lot of stuff is just fake on the internet. Can't do anything about it, though. Can I try... I'm willing to explore this a little bit. Let's send Risten, who has a shield. Krusty, who might have a shield. And then let's send in Aethiana as well. I don't want to go too deep in this. Dude knows too much bollocks? What do you mean? It's all true. The internet's all fake. Nothing is real anymore. I'm fake too. I'm not a real person. I'm actually a generative AI VTuber that's... Well, I can't even say that seriously. Don't take that seriously. The trap should trigger, right? Okay, that's fine. We knew the traps were gonna trigger. That's fine. Go murder it now. Come on, attack the wasp, and then these two can go in there. Where's the last? Okay, now these two should be able to go in there. And then Unga Bunga that thing. And then we'll get Garm in position, or Aethiana can go in position to shoot from range. Perfect. No, don't take that seriously. I'm real. I swear. I'm very much a real human being. I pride myself on being a real person. Oh my goodness, they're still here. Aethiana's need to pivot around. Okay, we might need to grab another person. Grab Ray real fast. And I might need to expand the zones a little bit. I think I might have forgotten to include all the beds. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so they're gonna beat that one up. Athea's gonna fight this one. And then we'll send Ray in here. Okay. So, lava grenade, and then switch to rifle. Okay, she should be okay. And then these two, I'm gonna have you return. Perfect. Alright, let's crack this bad boy open. Please, Persona Core. A legendary revolver, the agony of Jackson. It's engraved with an artwork of an eclipse surrounded by rectangles, geometric with glitch art elements. It has tox rounds, which sicken wounded targets. That's a interesting weapon. Let's give that to Ray for now to carry as a sidearm. She's not going to be the final wielder of that, but hey, tox round revolver? Sure, why not? Alright. Still a chance to find Persona Core in here, so I'm not going to leave that out. We are really low on plasteel, which is the problem. One day we'll get the one day we'll have enough plasteel to fill all of our needs. I think DreamHack's trying to hunt it down. Once we get this... We did build the long-range mineral scanner. Small blessing. It is legendary. It looks awesome. It's going to be great. Did we build the AM rifle? We did not. Okay. We didn't build the AM rifle. Because I think Rissen's like the one pawn that I'm ordering to do that, but Rissen's injured. Yeah, look at all those... We gotta get Rissen a new eye at some point as well. A day's a long way, probs. I know. But I can believe, right? I can dream. So we can get Alana's super fancy battleship-looking turrets in here. Treasure Claw is quite huge. Well, hopefully we get more. Like I said, our goal is to, you know, keep expanding. I didn't want to explore. I don't want to explore this too much in this stream. I wanted to save this for Monday, but I want to at least crack that one open. Today, it's primarily just how far can we make this bigger, which is actually going pretty well. It is symmetrical, but I think I'm going to start expanding out here. I may get rid of Garm's Biosculptor pod. A lot of pods are sick. Look at this fibrous mechanites on all these people. Rissen's got it. Krusty's got it. Hi, Garm. How are you? Good evening. Yeah, so we de-aged you. It did nothing to you. You are still old. The only way to get rid of your injuries is to give you Glitter World medicine, which we have none. So unfortunately, you're just going to be stuck like that for quite some time. That said, we could reverse 4 more years off of you, so I guess we'll do that real quick since there's nothing else for your pawn to do. We'll make you younger, Garm. Well, initially it was just to see if I could get rid of the cataracts and the spinal injury. That's really what it was for. So that's what we're trying. Oh, actually we can trade. Hold on, I forgot we have this thing. Let's load up with... Faded your XM803. Was it worth it? Let's go in here. Thrumbo for... What else can I sell here? Sell the random clothes is probably fine. We don't have a lot of silver. Well, we don't have plasteel. We don't have a lot of plasteel is the main reason we didn't do it. Right, okay, so I can't really sell... Can't sell most of these is the problem. Okay. We'll load for now, but we're not going to sell anything, and then we'll just keep cracking more animal corpses apart. Routines called mid-skill issue to be things of beast. I mean, hey, as long as you know what you're doing with it, right? Oh my god, I'm feeling really drowsy. Maybe I should just end stream. I'll keep going for a little bit longer. So these didn't really give any resources. I don't think these ancient tenants are going to give us anything either. Yeah, that's a little bit of a shame. I thought they might, but nope. At the very least, we know where the ultimate objective is, the mech hive. We can go there and probably get murdered, so we're not going to go there soon. And we're only allowed one more thingy to improve our max size, so that's also a problem. By the way, yeah, this is going to be moved at some point because I need to extend this out to a hallway and have access to this. And probably add another ball sack over here too. I swear it's not supposed to be phallic designed, but it's slowly turning into one. And it was not my intent, I swear. Oh, glass steel. Do I even have to build one of these? Do I have to build one of these? Hello, Big Moist here. Thanks for the follow, comrade. I need 150. Because I could theoretically do 1, 2... I could put like 3 here. Probably more if I really wanted. 2 is probably enough. It'll be nice to have, you know, these big old turrets ready to blast away all of our enemies, right? I think that'd be a perfect use. If anything... So, I did see one mod that looked really cool for space runs. It added multi-levels. So you could have a 2-floored ship if you really wanted to. Is it a good idea? Probably not. Is it a cool idea? Absolutely. Okay, it's a cool idea, and that's all that matters. What is your silly idea, Garm? Hit me. I'm curious now. Where's my, I think we'll add the vertical missile silos once we get back to the surface. We'll do that once we get to the surface. It's not really important yet. Alright, we're gonna send in, send Krusty in for a hot minute to just kind of explore a bit. Should be safe. Let's just break some of these things down. Oh, hey! There was a secret crate in here. The Fundamentals of Spark Revolution. Teaches you gunpowder, I guess. Alright, let's check what's in here. I didn't realize you could find random stuff like books in here. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Garm. It is very much possible. Can I break this wall down? Let's drop you back off. Let's have Z-Poser come out here. Z-Poser should be okay, other than the fact that I'm missing an eye. Oh, it's a fortified wall is the problem. Okay. I don't want to... We'll do one more room. I don't want to explore too much. Oh, never mind. Z-Poser's under attack. Let's get Z-Poser out of here before that thing explodes in our face. It's about to explode. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna bait this out. Hold on. Okay, bad idea. Come on, move, 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 move. Come on, come on. Oh, there's the explosion. Okay, it's fine. Double explosion. The book might get bombed. Book's still alive. The thing's in space. It's not gonna do much damage. Okay. God, Waterworld. What a run. We'll do more silly runs in the future. I know a lot of the runs this year have just been like the serious runs where we actually try to play within the constraints of the game, but I do want to try one more. Everyone can buy whatever they want and see how bad this game gets. I do think this is nice. I was just hoping we were gonna find a... I was just hoping we would find the thing by now. The Persona Core. But alas, we are not that lucky. Also, what is people's gear? Oh, the helmets. Why are you not switching your helmet? Oh, it's forced on you. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna make sure Alana's gear stays on. That's forced. And then Pavel should automatically switch helmets. Right. What are you making over here? Okay. Well, I don't know. If it's a quest or some kind of drop, I want to find one eventually. We just have not been lucky enough to find one. Maybe we'll find one in here, but this room also has a lot of traps, which is concerning. Incinerator, a bunch of drugs. A lot of hunter stuff. Okay. Alright. I think I'm probably getting tired at this point. I know it's not like the full 30 minutes, but I think it's probably a good stopping point. Let's see. Who's alive at this hour today? I think if Sai is alive, I know she's having some kind of special event going on. Sure, let's go raid Sai. Sai's having like her fourth year anniversary. She's streaming with a bunch of other people, so hopefully that'll be fine. A quiet Sai. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. I need to eat something. The rest of all comrades, hopefully you enjoyed Map Painter. We're not doing that Map Painter for a hot minute. That Map Painter was really rough. We'll do Rimworld on Monday and Tuesday, and maybe we'll do something else on Thursday and Wednesday. We'll do a vote. Yes, art will be one of the options you can vote for if you really want to force me to draw poorly. Anything is possible. Say hi to Sai. She's a good lass. Until then, comrades, I will be back next week. Enjoy your weekend without me, and we will return to this abominable rim in the future. And we will get everything we need to fight the mech hive, as in metric tons of plasteel. Right, we keep trading for plasteel, we're gonna keep buying plasteel from everyone. Good night!